NFL Cutdown Day has come and gone, and the Dallas Cowboys said goodbye to a couple of veterans, namely Will Greer at quarterback. At wide receiver, Jalen Brooks is now gone. Tight end, they said goodbye to John Stevens. And finally, the little one, Deuce Vaughn, released as well. In some local news, former Judson and UTSA star safety Rashad Wisdom made the Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody! Happy Hump Day! What day is it?
Hump Day!
What day?
Oh, it's more than that, AJ.
Oh,
It's more. It's so much more than
yes.
that.
Oh,
we have a
yes.
birthday boy in his birthday suit.
oh yes, fully nude
Fully
here.
nude doing radio. It's a little
Hopefully
weird.
you're watching on the Brigade Bar.
NSFW, but if you're elsewhere,
Where I am very, very nude.
he's sitting at his in his little cubicle.
Extremely nude.
There we go. Happy birthday, young man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are midweek on our way. Midweek.
I'm already gone. I've already crossed the threshold.
There's football matches on television tomorrow.
I mean, dude, this has been something that we've been so close for so long.
I
mean,
know.
we've been living the football life now for a month.
I'm tired of it.
So
Tired of waiting.
Tired of living it like that.
Talk about edging.
was
It
like
has been, my gosh,
Oh.
we're so close.
it was like during my engagement when I was going to make love to my wife for
Oh,
the
and
first
you're-
time on our wedding
A
night.
week out.
I just could not. The anticipation was so
Your
great.
hands are so much softer than they were 6 months ago. I've been prepping for the wedding, honey.
She said,
Man, your hands are. I had no idea. You use a lot of conditioner.
"Yeah."
My hair is as lustrous as it's ever been.
She was waiting for marriage. Somehow we had a kid. Less than 9 months after our wedding. It was amazing.
Has the big one done the math?
Oh yeah, yeah. He ain't no,
Wait,
he ain't
hey.
no well, he's a dummy, but he
Hey.
ain't that kind of dummy.
Hey,
Yeah,
I just had class in 9 months.
yeah. It's
Hey.
it's a tough wait for football, man. And we got teased a little on Saturday. I'm ready to get into it full slate, though.
I just feel like I've been. Wait for it. Wait.
I know.
Wait. Oh, that was close.
And then
Wait.
we're gonna hit Sunday, and there is a football game on Sunday at least, like
At
a
least
game of note. But then Monday, we're gonna be like, where's the football?
But then Thursday, baby. It's
Thursday
gonna happen
NFL
fast.
starts, and then we should be good constantly. We should be good constantly. That's the hope. But man, I am ready for it, baby. I am ready.
Hard Knocks is just enough to keep me occupied. And now was last night the last
No,
episode?
there's one more.
There's one more.
There's one more. I've been disappointed
I'm
with
mad
Hard
at your
Knocks.
Bills. I'm mad at your Bills.
I know. I broke the news to Rob today.
Nobody I liked.
All of the guys that they're featuring on Hard Knocks, they all get cut.
I guess that's why we never saw anything about Bosa. There was no story to be had.
Yeah, no, all of the as I was the Bills on their social media sent out a thing on Instagram yesterday, like the first 53 or the final 53 or whatever, and I was scrolling through. I was like, and then watching the show last night, every one of the players that they were featuring, they're all gone.
And everyone I liked.
It was. It's like
they were going to be Mambo Kings.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the future was bright for these kids.
yeah, KJ Hamler gone.
Gone. That was my guy.
Frank Gore Jr.
Gone.
Zach Davidson, the punting tight end.
He pulled off a 61-yard punt and caught a touchdown in a game.
Yeah.
And they cut his ass.
Yeah, gone.
Why?
Yes.
Shane Buechele, the guy who played had the best game of any quarterback in the preseason for the Bills. Gone. And the biggest bummer for me, Jimmy Charlo, who's like the super soldier. Like, he was the best story on. I mean, the dude's like sleeping at the facility because he's like, I'm wasting a bunch of time traveling. He's like, I can get my most study in here. I just fall asleep where I fall asleep. I wake up and I get back to work. Gone. What do we do? They had that dude playing nickel in a game. He's never played it in his life. He's like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. And then he's still making plays. Gone.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a ruthless game, man. Ruthless business.
Well, all I know is if I'm a player in Hard Knocks and they want to come interview me, no.
Oh, Casey Rogers, the guy who's helping get all the puppies adopted, gone.
Cut.
You beat it.
We don't want that here.
We don't have nice guys.
What? Literally every player that they featured on that show this season, besides Josh. That's what I just posted. I posted yesterday. Josh Allen makes the 53-man roster. Breaking news.
Shock.
But the rest of them, if you watched Hard Knocks and you got attached to anybody, they're gone.
Well, KJ Charlo would have been.
No, KJ
Hamlin would have been a Mambo King.
Yeah.
I mean, I every year I fall in love with one of them. It's kind of like that from the girl with from the Durham Bulls, Durham.
Yeah.
The girl that picks a pitcher. I pick a player every year.
Every year.
And I bring them along. A long time ago,
you don't make
a
love
young
to
man
them, though,
named
right?
well, a young man named Terrell Owens was an early Mambo King. Debo Samuel was an early Mambo King. I draft them and I make them into what they
turn them into stars.
I turn them out.
Well, either way.
I mean, however you want to define it.
Well, yeah. So,
what is wrong with me, man?
When I told my wife this yesterday, I was telling her, she's like, well, did he make the team? I was like, no.
Oh, hell no. Did Charlo go to the academy, or is he just an army dude?
No, he's a West Point grad.
So I thought I recognized him. Yeah, I do remember this kid. Yeah. All-American dude.
And every time she's like, well, what about him? He made it?
Nope.
No.
The story was too good.
What about that one? No, he's gone.
Was there a team left?
Yeah, it was all the good players. All the guys that they didn't feature on they didn't. I mean, like you said, I don't think Joey Bosa talked, or I don't think he talked to the camera once.
You kind of saw him in the background every now and then.
I mean, it was he was just they never focused on him. He's like their biggest free agent acquisition. He said no. Maybe
obviously,
so.
No, I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'm all about the grind.
Well, I was bummed on some. The Jimmy Charlo one really bummed me out. But
well, you know what? I feel manipulated. I feel like they're like, you know what? Game of Thrones was great because the people you loved, they killed. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy that. Who are you going to cut? Name me 4 dudes with great stories that don't have a prayer.
But yeah, give me those guys, and then we're gonna hype it up and make it look like they've got a real chance. And
then just
they made Bean look like the Terminator, man.
Well, that's what he's gonna look like. Wait till next week, the final episode. Oh, he's gonna look bad. They're gonna be like, "What do you mean he's gone? You got rid of him? What? The soldier, the punting tight end? What? Yeah. Dude, that tight end, he was a punter at a D3 school. Yeah. Worked his way to playing. They were like, "Well, man, you're a pretty good athlete. Man, you try tight end." Then moved his way up. Then became got into an NFL camp.
Right. And then he got Shiloh to take a swing at him.
Yeah, got Dion's kid fired, and then didn't make the team.
I mean, what else do you want from me?
Just terrible. Just that's funny. Terrible. Yeah, no good stories allowed on Hard Knocks this year. And honestly, I don't know. I was so excited because my team's never been on Hard Knocks, and in my lifetime they'll probably never be again.
You know what? That's why Hard Knocks is so good, because of that you kind of got I think of the nuts and bolts of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who the hell cared? And then I watched it, and then. Remember the Bears. I remember the Jets back in the day with Sexy Rexy.
But I think even I was excited, but I think it was a boring season. I think it's been a dud of a season.
Well, they always are kind of boring. I mean, unless you're – that's why they love going to Dallas so much, unless there's some drama.
Maybe I'm like maybe it's like everybody else I know is like, oh, Hard Knocks is boring now. And I'm like, what? I love it. And now I'm finally – maybe I'm catching up with everyone.
Well,
and it's
I've reached an age where I appreciate a good documentary. So yeah, I guess that I will always
I do too,
love it.
but I like murder documentaries. I prefer murder.
Well, this one you want to talk about an end I didn't see coming.
Oh,
I mean, they did pull the rug out from underneath me, but the
imagine they kill Frank Gore in the last episode.
Man, I can't imagine what's going to happen. I hope that Josh doesn't show up for work next week. Because there's something terrible going to happen in the finale.
Blood on his hands.
I mean, jeez.
What?
But yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed with the season, and I think I don't know. I was expecting this to be like the greatest season ever because it's my team.
Trust me,
it's boring.
In the grand scheme of things, for where Buffalo is right now, boring is the best possible scenario.
Maybe so.
You want nothing bad, glorious to happen. This team needs to be like a machine for the next 4 months.
Maybe so. All right, let's get into the action today. We got to take a look at the Cowboys 53. Who got cut, who didn't get cut. We'll do that next, and we'll be in and out of that throughout the day. We'll take a look around the league at some other notable players who might end up in a new place. All that and more. Fun frivolity. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just some overnight road work to get in your way. I-10 westbound, the connector to westbound 1604. That ramp is closed. 35 northbound, Pat Booker Road, making your way up to 1604. About a 7-8 minute ride. That's due to ongoing construction with 2 right lanes closed as you Bitzel from Judson. Now, this road work on 1604 westbound between I-10, Vance Jackson over to Kyle Seal Parkway. That is in the clearing stages. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with the perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy.
At Frost, we believe in going the extra mile, like opening more locations to be a part of more communities. Overdraft grace, which means no fee if you overdraw your Frost Personal or Frost Plus account by $100 or less. And the little things like cookies, coffee, or that time when there was a fire at a Fort Worth daycare and Frost Bankers entertained 26 kids with snacks and games until their parents could pick them up. That actually happened. Frost, exactly what you unexpected.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444-Oh.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
So we do a giveaway at GiveMeTheVin.com. Every month we're giving away $25,000 to one lucky person that sells us their car. Karen, you there?
I'm here.
Karen Gardner of Oceanside, California is the latest winner in GiveMeTheVin.com's big cash giveaway.
What did you sell us?
I sold you a 95 Impala.
And what did we pay you for it?
You guys gave me 18.
18 plus 25,000 because you're the winner, Karen.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
You could be next to get a little more, maybe a lot more.
You guys are awesome. Keep it up.
No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GiveMeTheVin.com. Sell us your car.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 Phoenix. Or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez. The Texas Chancla has your back.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Does RexMD really work?
Over 85% of guys said not only does it work, they saw results the very first night. And you can get your first month free at freerexmd.com with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit freerexmd.com to get your first month free. That's FREEREXMD.com.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mira joyed that Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at Walmart.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
How far is too far? In the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, that's up to you. Powered by a new 1.6-liter Turbo 4 engine, it's the iconic SUV, reimagined to put today's adventures and tomorrow's dreams in reach. So go ahead, keep the good times going. The all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee. Jeep, there's only one. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning! We're humping it in on a hump day. Backseat driving, baby. Oh, Vic's in there rocking out. Rocking out with his sock out.
Yeah, coffee kicked in for sure.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Edwin's not here. You're going to have to stay on the board.
Yeah, I know.
Did anybody feed the cats today? They were waiting on it.
I did.
Okay.
The black cat was out there.
Yeah, the skinny.
He
Right?
was
Yeah.
sitting- I didn't see any food in the bowl. He must have already.
No, there was food in there when I went by.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you must have.
Yeah.
I filled up both of them.
Yeah, he. I saw that. That's the only cat that'll let me touch him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The other ones.
Don't touch them.
Oh, stop it! You're a big baby. The other ones are all very skittish.
Ringworm.
Oh, come on.
That's
he's
why
fine.
That's why both of us don't have COVID.
That's right.
That's why. Well.
Well,
Get the little itchy
Rob,
circles on you.
You found a way to wear an uglier shirt today than you did yesterday.
What?
That is the craziest of your Aggie shirts. That is too much.
What's wrong with this? This is a. I had a dude offer me $500 to give it to him.
You should have taken that and run.
This shirt's, I swear to you, is 30 years old.
I mean,
I believe
I'm not
if
shocked
I didn't
at that
get
at
it
all.
while I was there, I got it very soon after. This shirt is old.
Yeah.
It is barely holding together.
Yeah, it's time
but
for that
it's
one.
ceremonial. I wear it the week prior, and I'll wear it before one game. But
oh my!
But yeah, this is out of the vault.
That is a bad shirt.
This is awesome. Are you kidding me? This is awesome.
That's a bad shirt.
It even celebrates our national and world championships.
Yes, 1939.
1939 right there.
Well, is that the only one? What about
1919?
We did the math. We went back and did the math.
Is this one
We've won a
before?
variety of titles that we really don't like to talk about.
Is that before the 1919 was claimed?
What?
This shirt was made post 1939, but pre 1919.
No.
So
It was made in 1940.
This is from the last century. I can tell you for sure.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm quite proud of this one. And I'm not kidding. I was in an airport. It's been 20 years ago. And the guy's like, I'll give you $500.
I would have been walking around with no shirt on. I wouldn't have gave a damn.
Yeah. I'm with you. I would have done it.
It's hard to find a ugly shirt like this.
Once I was
It's hard.
this was a long time ago, but the UFC was coming to the Toyota Center in Houston, and Joe Rogan this was before the UFC had a huge staff of announcers. It was like the same guys all the time. But Joe Rogan always ran open workouts, and he ran like the big media day, like where they bring the guys out and have the face-off and the ceremonial weigh-ins.
Okay.
And he couldn't make it in time, so they asked me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did all of Joe Rogan's stuff for that week. Besides the broadcast itself, obviously. Right. And to thank me, they gave me a big poster, a framed poster that everybody on the card had signed.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was doing my radio show at the Toyota Center the Friday before the fights. And, somebody
Was this in lieu of money?
No, they gave me money, too.
Okay.
They gave me money as well.
I appreciate the autograph, but
no, they
how
did.
about a little something for the effort.
They also gave me money. But the guy, there was a guy who came up, and there was a bunch of people who were like, "Oh, you want to sell that thing?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I was planning to hang it up in my office." And then one guy's like, "I'll give you $5,000 for it." Sold. No hesitation.
Yeah,
I said, "Oh, you got it, buddy."
You'd have had it for $500.
Yep.
I hate to break it to you.
You got me. And that dude rolled off
$50. It would have been yours.
That dude rolled off 5 G's and took that poster
done
with
and
him.
done.
Yep.
I'm gonna go buy a steak. Y'all have a good night.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So sometimes you win in life.
I'd have jumped right out of my shoes.
Well,
whoa, yes, sir.
Yeah, but you kept that shirt.
Yes. This is art. This is appreciated in value.
Where did you get it at? You remember?
I honestly do not remember.
Oh man.
It wasn't in the Aggie Pro Shop?
I don't think so. In my best recollection, I bought it in an airport.
It looks like something that now, obviously there was a time for shirts like that. If you saw something like that now, it looks like it would be like on the 50 cent rack at Goodwill.
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but
like
that's
some kid would buy it as a
shabby.
gag. My kid would buy it as a gag.
Yeah, well, see? Your kid has some taste.
Jeez.
I mean, he comes from decent stock. I like Annie.
Oh man,
I realize it's not for everyone.
Okay,
but neither is Jackson Pollock. I mean, some people
true.
don't. There's some art that you just don't like. No, this is a hideous shirt, and I wear it because it is.
That's
it. It is. It reminds me of like if you grew up in the 1950s. This would be your sheets as a kid.
Oh yeah,
it's like
yeah.
they made a shirt out of a 1950s bed sheet, kid's bed sheet.
That's about right.
Doesn't it look like that?
That is about right.
It's truly hideous.
Yesterday when I saw you, I was like, oh no, Rob, he's pulling out the big guns. This like one with
I haven't even begun.
The palm tree, and like it doesn't even make sense,
dude. My Aggie vault is it's been curated over decades.
What's that white building on your sleeve?
That's probably the systems building.
Oh, okay.
When you go to Northgate and there's this grand entrance, you head straight toward this.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like
That's
a very
this, right?
Yeah.
Northgate is like around.
Well, okay, this is on. No, this is in the middle of campus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is over by where the core dorms are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not. I forget the name of that building.
I've been there. I've been to College Station many times, and like I'm not a historian of the place, so I just walk around and that's a building, and then I just walk past it.
Well, when I said Northgate, I meant Eastgate. This is what the entrance on Eastgate.
Okay. But that white, the systems building, what is that? What is?
It's just one of the oldest buildings on campus.
Oh, okay. There's nothing special about it other than it's just
I never
old.
went in it. I couldn't tell you much. I'd never had any reason to be even on that side of
but
campus.
But they're proud enough of it to put it on a shirt.
Yeah, it's probably one of the oldest buildings on campus. I wish I knew more about it. I'm kind of ashamed. It's one of those buildings that I always walk by. It's right by. For those who are curious, it's over by where that 12th Man Garden is. It's kind of on that side and by the golf course.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's your lesson in Aggie history.
Well, that's a very poor lesson.
I know.
I'm not the guy to talk about it.
I did mean to get into the Cowboys depth chart today in this segment, actually, but I blew it because I actually took note of Rob. I took note of Rob's shirt. That was a big mistake on my part.
Let's use this for promotional purposes. Go to your YouTube channel and see the gloriousness.
That's right. Yeah. Check us out on YouTube.
It'll certainly affect the color contrast on your screen.
That's right. But you know what? We will look at the Cowboys 53 on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we're dealing with a stall on 35 northbound at Eisenhower, northeast side of town. It is taking up a right lane. 1604 westbound from Lookout over to Nacogdoches. We've got some overnight road work still set up. Also along 1604 westbound between I-10 Vance Jackson to Kyle Parkway. Now, this is causing about a 35-40 minute delay, and it does have you stop and go from Northwest Military Highway. I-10 westbound, that connector to get onto westbound 1604, that westbound ramp is closed, and they did clear the road work at 35 northbound Pat Booker Road to 1604. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
This report is sponsored by your local Can-Am dealer.
Right now through October 31st, take advantage of the Can-Am factory sales and get a rebate of up to $3,500 on select 2025 Can-Am side-by-side or ATV vehicles. Conditions apply. Visit your local Can-Am dealer for details.
Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue is the best neighborhood barbecue in San Antonio, with smoked in-house meats, home-style sides, and specials like pork belly burnt ends, and our famous fully loaded chopped bacon. The Texas barbecue you love is at Smoky Mo's. Order a Smoky Mo's tailgate pack or create your own. Choose your meats like brisket, turkey, or sausage, and sides kicked up a notch like roasted green corn and bacon cheddar potatoes. Smoky Mo's, with 8 convenient locations. Orders for pickup or delivery at SmokyMo'sBarbecue.com.
The long weekend sale is on at Target with exciting deals you won't want to miss. Stock up on grilling must-haves for a few more. Whether you're hosting, relaxing, or showing off your new style, Target has your deal in-store, online, and in the Target app. Hurry and save more with the long weekend sale happening now through Monday. Only at Target.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Football is back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long, and you can play here in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. Love playing on Underdog because it's easy. You just pick whether you think your players are going to go higher or lower on particular stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, rushing yards. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app. Sign up today with promo code STAR to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Again, promo code STAR on Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Summer's wrapping up, and life is picking back up. Early mornings, long days, and a to-do list that doesn't quit. And neither should you. Who has time to slow down due to body pain? That's why there's Aleve, to keep you going. With just one pill, Aleve delivers longer-lasting body pain relief per dose compared to other leading OTC branded pain relievers. Aleve helps keep you moving from sunup to sundown with up to 12 hours of pain relief per dose, so you can keep moving and be ready for whatever's next. Use as directed.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, long nights monitoring cyber activity, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training. We call that credit where credit is due. Whether you're active duty and looking at what's next, or a veteran looking for something new, our degrees and certificate programs teach the application of emerging technologies and enduring life skills. So get started on a degree or certificate with personalized local support services and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. At UMGC, you'll find everything from online to hybrid courses and lifetime career services to scholarship opportunities, making your education journey flexible, fast, and affordable. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the college football season gets underway this weekend, and a big game, Texas and Ohio State.
Our UT insider Bob Ballou will join us at 3:35.
And the Cowboys got down to 53, but do they stay that way? Any additions coming?
You know, Shoddy calls it the second draft. What adds do the Cowboys make?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Vic, this is not on my birthday playlist.
Should be.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it a happy birthday.
Yeah.
the Dallas Cowboys, well, every team trimmed down to 53 yesterday, but the Cowboys were amongst them. And I don't know that there were any, I'm guessing there were no shocking developments for you.
There weren't. It wasn't so much about shocking cuts. It was about
shocking keeps.
Yeah, the shocking keep. I mean, really only one.
Mozzie?
Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah, I kind of expected him to go. I guess of the guys, the typical Cowboy fan probably knows by name. Jalen Brooks is gone. Jalen Cropper is gone. Sadiq Charles, who used to play a little bit. They did move on from Princeton Fant, which means they're not going to keep 8 tight ends like it seemed like they were planning on doing.
And Stevens, too. They got rid of him.
Yeah, Will Greer is gone.
Which was a surprise. I really thought that he was the number 2 and Milton was fighting to kind of be the number 3, but I guess.
If Camp's job was to be a competition for the number 2, then Will Greer would be here. Will Greer's job was
to get Milton.
Was to take reps and go home.
Because he'd been here a couple years. You felt like he'd been with Shoddy long enough to where, it was his to lose, but I think Milton just offers some more. He's got a bit more live arm, better feet.
He's got a higher ceiling and a significantly lower floor.
Yeah.
I would say, and we've seen the floor, and it can be ugly.
But again, if he's playing for any extended amount of time, whoever it would have been,
exactly.
the Cowboys are doomed.
And then Deuce Vaughn is no longer a Dallas Cowboy.
He's going to be a hell of a coach.
You think so?
His dad's a good coach.
Okay.
And we met him. We hung out with him. He's an outgoing dude, and there's a future maybe if he wants to still play football, but it's just hard. I mean,
but did it surprise you that I knew they weren't going to cut Joe Milton, but did it surprise you they didn't keep 3?
It did. And I think they were probably doing Greer a favor, cutting him fast so he can get smooth, so he can get onto the waivers and, see if he can survive. Because you get the sense he probably will land someplace at some point. Maybe not tomorrow or today, but at some point during the season, somebody's going to need a quarterback. And he's proven to be at least an adequate bench dude.
9 offensive linemen stick around, 4 tackles, 5 interior, 4 running backs.
Which is a big number.
Well, and really 5 if you count Hunter Lepke.
And they got and we're counting on the injured list.
Yeah, Phil Maffa is on. Miles Sanders makes the team.
It wasn't a huge surprise that he made it, but if they were trying to squeeze pennies, if they were trying to save some money, he would have been a cut, but evidently that wasn't an issue.
Only 3 tight ends. They decided we're going to go go sparingly on the tight end this year. 5 wide receivers, which I kind of thought they would carry a 6th wide receiver.
They erred toward linemen.
But I guess with Johnny Mingo being on IR, they figure, he'll be around. But 6 edge rushers / defensive ends, 5 defensive tackles, which is a pretty big number, actually.
I bet they signed somebody today. I bet they signed a defensive tackle today.
Wouldn't shock me.
Doesn't mean he'll make the team.
Well, they're going to tell one of these guys the day after they tell him you make the team, they're going to cut one of them?
It happens all the time.
I could. 5 linebackers, 6 corners, 4 safeties, and then your kicker, long snapper, and punter. That is your 53-man roster. Yeah, I was surprised that Mozzie made it, but also not surprised that Mozzie made it. It would have been a big balls move to cut a first-round pick.
It's the league norm. Yeah, you drafted him, especially in the first round. You're going to play this contract through, but he is certainly hanging by a thread. And if there's anybody of substance that the Cowboys feel like is makeable, I have a feeling he's first out, as Joe Lunardi would have.
Well, the Ravens, they cut C.J. Okoye yesterday, who is a like 6'6", 370, like a giant person, and it was almost like a surprise cut for the Ravens. Now, and the other thing is, it wouldn't even take a roster spot because he's born in Nigeria, meaning he could be the international pathway program exemption for them. You're allowed to carry one of those.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I can have 54 if I find an international dude?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you can keep him on the practice squad.
So I have an extra practice squad.
Yes,
dude.
yeah. So you have a 17th,
like Alarcon was for the Cowboys.
Yes.
A couple years. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they have that.
Gotcha.
Because as they try to expand, they allow for that.
Yeah, I knew that. I thought we were talking about. I got a 54th.
No, I'm sorry. I guess I should have been.
That would be the kind of thing if you listen to the promos for the Blitz, they talk about Shoddy calling this the second draft. So I do get the sense that he does. At least he does. I don't know how McClade views it as an environment to make hay quickly. So we'll see what happens today.
And then Zach Pickens, a third-round pick of the Bears in 2023, got cut yesterday. And the reason why I say his name, he's not played like a third-round pick, but he was a third-round pick by Matt Eberflus.
That's certainly. He brought his middle linebacker. Wouldn't be surprised if somebody else showed this.
Exactly.
Our seventh rounder made the team.
Yes, Jay Toya makes the team.
He's a big, violent guard. I think he's going to play.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they talk about him in this rotation, I think anybody who has a pulse is going to get a shot at it.
It seems that way. I mean, I can't imagine they feel comfortable with the guys that they're carrying at that position. All right, let's see. Antonio says, happy 60th, AJ. Kitty Big Ball is greater than Rob's entire wardrobe and better than AJ's receding hairline.
Well, receding, it's resunk.
It's resong.
It's regone.
It's regone.
But
what is that all
it
about?
And 60th. That's
I know. It's like just shots fired. All right.
Both of us.
Okay, bully.
Boy, you brought violence.
Hope you feel good about your bullying lifestyle.
Bullied us all.
Hope you feel good about yourself. Yeah.
Sometimes you just make yourself feel good.
You got to push other people's down.
You got to stand on their shoulders.
You got to make fun of other people's clothes and the fact that all their hair fell out because of
stress.
Well, and maybe cancer. I don't know. What if that it could have been?
Could have been. You don't know.
I don't know.
That chemo you went through.
I don't know. One of us in here is a cancer survivor, and I mean, you're just going to make fun of it because we lost our hair? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well.
You made it, though.
Yeah. Yep, I made it. All right.
That was a canker sore.
We'll be right back.
Cancer.
It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Golf Classic is back, baby. Get the crew together. Guys, gals, the whole gang. And join us Monday, September 29th at Olympia Hills Golf Club for a laid-back day full of swings, laughs, and a little friendly trash talk. It's just $120 per player or $400 for a foursome. A steal for a day on a beautiful course with your buddies. Proceeds benefit the Community Foundation of the Hill Country. But don't worry, this isn't a the course. We'll keep the party rolling at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, where the drinks are cold, the food is hot, and the stories are even better. Get ready to tee off on the best Monday you'll have all year. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
I want to talk real quickly about the Institute for Functional Health and Dr. Jacob Torres. I want to invite you to something that they do for new patients. It's called Discovery Day. And for so many of us that are living kind of a day-to-day lifestyle and really not taking care of our bodies, the first step is always the hardest one. Finding out what you need to do to get yourself healthy, to lose the weight, to get yourself in a position where you finally start feeling good every day when you wake up. And a Discovery Day is the way things get started at the Institute for Functional Health. They're going to offer advanced testing and holistic methods. They're going to work with you to uncover the underlying factors that are impacting your wellness. Now, weight is an obvious issue for so many of us, and fixing your wellness is the first thing to do with losing weight. It starts to affect everything else. So if you're dealing with weight issues, if you're overweight even by a few pounds, you'll be amazed at how much better you can feel by dropping weight and learning how to keep it off. And that's really the key, right? And that's why the Institute for Functional Health and Dr. Torres have been so successful for so long. I continue to be a patient at the IFF because they understand my wellness and my path to long-lasting health and vitality works through them. I want you to call them today. The number is 468-1891. The website is iffhealth.com. Have your Discovery Day and take that first step to good health for the rest of your life. And when you do, come by and thank me later.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale, up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
The right stuff. Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
Do you need to get rid of things like furniture, mattresses, tires, and appliances? San Antonio has 4 drop-off centers for residential bulky items conveniently located around the city, open 5 days a week except holidays. Visit sarecycles.org. This service is free for solid waste customers that pay the environmental fee on their CPS energy bill, including customers that live in apartments. Visit sarecycles.org for hours, locations, and accepted materials. That's sarecycles.org.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
Doug.
Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
If Old Spice Deep Sea Super Hydration Body Wash were music, what would it sound like? Start with the deep sounds of Old Spice's ocean waves and kelp. Layer on the smooth, renewing moisture. You wouldn't hear any parabens or phthalates because Old Spice Deep Sea hasn't got any. But you would hear that vitamin B3 for healthier looking skin. So while your regular body wash sounds like this, Old Spice sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale, up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Speaking of songbirds,
Yeah.
we should have played Tay Tay.
Oh, that's coming.
She's engaged, Vic.
Yeah.
Did you celebrate at your house?
Nah.
No.
My daughter was surprised, though.
She was surprised?
Yeah, she was all like, they finally did it. It's about time.
It's about damn time.
Make an honest woman out of her.
I know, finally.
I think she's knocked
So will
up.
that increase the coverage of camera shots during the season?
I think we'll see. I think we might see her a couple times.
Yeah.
I did see. First I saw something that I think was a gag, but it said Travis wanted to propose after the Super Bowl, but when they got their ass kicked, Taylor's PR team said, "Hell no!
No, you'll drag us down, man.
No, we ain't doing that.
We got 8 more shows to do."
But according to Travis Kelce's dad, The proposal happened over 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, and didn't tell us for that long.
Exactly. That means when Taylor was on the podcast,
they were already engaged.
It was already done.
Now we have to go back and watch. She wasn't wearing the ring, obviously. We didn't notice that, Rock.
Of course not. But you could also tell that Travis was being a little. He was being a good golden retriever. That's he was being a good boy.
And
let
me tell you. When the football career is done, when the football career is done, I don't care how big your podcast wallet is, you ain't nothing but Taylor Swift's play toy.
That's it.
I mean, you better stand and be ready at all times. I get the sense this could be the first of several for Taylor.
First of several husbands.
Have you seen her previous life?
How
maybe this will work out.
And apparently they waited because. Whenever Taylor says, he said, "When are you going to announce the engagement?" And Travis said, "Whenever Taylor says so." And that's what they went with. So,
could you marry into something like that?
Of course.
Okay. I mean,
could you be a kept man?
That all sounds good.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
I would want to be, but I wouldn't want to be a famous kept man. I'd want to be like Dolly Parton's
husband. Well, that's
husband.
different.
Right, I still don't know.
Everybody wants to do that.
Yeah,
I mean that's the best of both worlds. That's like renting a cow through the fence.
I want people to be like, she has a husband.
I'll just be at home. This ain't that.
I'll be at home playing PlayStation.
But this ain't that, because the moment that Kelce's podcast life comes to a conclusion,
okay,
and I do think that he is he has some Gronk to him. I think there's life after football for a long time for him. I do.
I mean, it's certainly been extended.
Yeah, well,
whatever it was
going to be. I do think that he and his brother both have the kind of personality that if they choose to do this life, if they want to get into the media star kind of thing, they've got a long.
Travis is full of personality.
The
guy's he's a dolt.
I'll tell you, the first time I saw Travis Kelce was that I really figured who this guy was. It was the Super Bowl in Minneapolis. That's been about 6-8 years ago, and it was the media row, but they were doing it in the mall. This was in the Mall of the Americas. So Kelce showed up, and I hope he was getting paid for this. Literally in head to toe Supreme gear, Vic. Really? I'm talking about a Supreme jacket, the Supreme sweatshirt, the Supreme pants, the Supreme kicks, like head to toe. I hope they're paying you because, man, you look like you just bought the label, like you're sponsored by. And I thought, this dude's what a cornball. Like, dude, what? And this many years later, he got him a friendship bracelet and met some Tay-Tay. But I do think he does have a personality that if he chose to, he could do this for a minute. He could carry on. Yeah. And I'm not talking about Saturday afternoon desk jockey talking football. I'm talking about these guys do have some chops that they could do the entertainment stuff. But what's going to happen is she's going to remain a superstar, and you are going to see fade away. And can you handle that?
I think I could handle it.
Well, I don't know. I've never been a superstar athlete and have been the front and center of everything, and then suddenly had to take a second seat to my wife. I assume I could.
I think this is all a setup, a career move for Taylor. And eventually, Travis is going to get caught cheating with like Selena Gomez or someone like that, and then there's going to be a big rivalry.
That's what I'm saying. I think that this is destined to fail.
No, it's got to be another famous girl that Taylor can have a grudge with.
Can you name, seriously, name a big wedding between two stars that had, you might get 1 in 20
that
work, that last more than 5 years?
Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth didn't work.
And if they can't, who can?
That's right.
Ice-T and Coco lasted.
They lasted, yeah. Dog the Bounty Hunter and his gal.
Oh, till she died.
Yeah.
But they lasted a while.
Well, those are pretty high bars. I'm telling you, I was wrong on that one. I hadn't taken into account the superstar that the dog's wife.
Ever heard of Prince Charles and Princess Diana?
Oh, yeah. See?
And Meghan Markle, they're still going.
Match made in heaven, those two. Yeah. Match made in heaven.
Actually, the Meghan Markle one might be a good example of to the negative.
Yeah.
They might
Shows
actually.
what you know,
Rob.
Those
kids just might make it.
They just might make
I
it.
hope they do.
Yep. All right, let's maybe a surprise announcement yesterday on a quarterback situation. I'll speak my piece on it on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
KTFM Floresville, your home for the Super Bowl. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with the perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Is your concrete sinking? Whether it's your driveway, sidewalk, or patio, those uneven surfaces are not just ugly, they're dangerous. That's where Groundworks comes in. They use state-of-the-art concrete lifting solutions to prevent tripping hazards, and they're the best at what they do. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row.
Groundworks is the official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
George Gets Justice. You've heard the national lawyer ads. Same story, different name. But when you've been through something traumatic in San Antonio, you need a local team who fights for real results. That's why so many get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George is from here, listens to people, and fights to help them get their maximum compensation. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George Gets Justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
San Antonio, join the 210 Challenge and help UTSA football pack the Alamo Dome this season. Just $210 gets you a pair of club-level season tickets to watch all 6 Roadrunners home games this season. You can't beat this deal. $210 for a pair of season tickets. Log on to GoUTSA.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. Because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Let's go. You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We just cleared that trouble spot on 35 northbound at Eisenhower. 151 eastbound at Ingram. That minor wreck is still there. They've moved that off to the right shoulder. You still might notice a little bit of a slow residual delay from Westover Hills. 1604 westbound, look out to Nacogdoches. Roadway reduced to one lane due to road work. Stop and go from Pat Booker Road. Windcrest area, 35 northbound, 410 to O'Connor. This road work in the right lane, that's causing a 25-minute delay as you slow from Walsham. Pretty much most all our major freeway systems now starting to slow down as we get into our morning rush hour. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
NFL Cutdown Day has come and gone, and the Dallas Cowboys said goodbye to a couple of veterans, namely Will Greer at quarterback. At wide receiver, Jalen Brooks is now gone. Tight end, they said goodbye to John Stevens. And finally, the little one, Deuce Vaughn, released as well. In some local news, former Judson and UTSA star safety Rashad Wisdom made the Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowt.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Yeah, baby. It's a hump day here on the Morning Huddle.
Ever loving.
We'll play a little birthday game later on in the show to determine, is AJ old?
Oh. You're old, brother.
I mean, maybe I am.
No, see, the thing is, you're not. But to every 30-year-old, you're ancient.
I know.
And you don't realize you're ancient. They don't say it to your face. But when they turn and walk away, they're
Ooh, poor guy.
See, I'm almost to the point where I get the free pass.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there yet. Like, he's an old man.
Yeah, like you could pinch somebody on the ass and no one says anything about it.
You're a cutie.
Yeah.
See, I'm not quite there yet. Now it's a...
You can do the George Bush move.
Do those little...
Barbara just looks at you and shakes her head.
But I'm in a wheelchair.
And you stop short.
Not again.
Like Costanza's dad, you're going to stop short. What is
Stop short.
Yeah.
That's my move.
That's your move. Stop short.
All right. The New Orleans Saints announced their starting quarterback yesterday.
Oh, boy, and it must have been a rough and tumble battle, man.
Oh, they're going to be so bad.
I give them, and I give Kellen some credit.
Okay, I'll hear you.
He went to his bosses and like, if we're going to do this, we're going down. If I'm going to get this team better, we need draft picks like crazy.
Yeah. Well, by all accounts, Spencer Rattler outperformed Tyler Shuck in camp. He was in the preseason. He was the better of the two. But I mean, geez.
There's a term I had to go to counseling for.
Do you want a turd or do you want poop?
Well, he's the tallest little person in the room.
Yeah, I mean, so the options weren't great, but they go with Spencer Rattler. I would have gone with Tyler Shuck just to see, just like I said, just to find out.
No, they don't want to damage that.
Spencer Rattler started 6 games last year. In those 6 games, the Saints went 0-6.
Oh, he was awful. I really believe in that. I think Kellen Moore likes Shuck better, and I think he's doing him a favor. Like, dude, I'm not going to put you out in this. Yeah, you're going to play eventually, but it'll be well after Spencer has been used up and discarded because he is a tackling dummy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gotten the first tackling dummy job. So
I know already that Spencer Rattler is not a good football player. I've seen it. I know. You don't. I don't need to see more. That's why I was surprised they didn't go with Shuck. But, yeah, this. I don't know what to even make of the Saints. This is how bad it is. In one of my big fantasy leagues, you have to carry like 2 kickers, 2 defenses. You have to carry 2 of every position. And of my 2 defenses, one is the Eagles, probably going to be one of the better defenses in the league this year. My other one's the Arizona Cardinals. And when I heard that yesterday, I made the switch for week 1, and I put the Arizona Cardinals defense in my starting lineup because they're playing the Saints.
And remember that for all your suicide leagues and all of those. Remember how bad the Saints are.
It is going to be disastrous.
So save them because they're going to lose a lot of games.
And that the Arch Manning playing in New Orleans might be.
Tell me hasn't been discussed over a beignet and some chicory coffee.
Yeah.
Tell me that has not been discussed late night somewhere on Bourbon Street. Yes. Are you kidding me? Yeah. It's written in the stars. If the Mavericks can draft Cooper Flagg, the Saints can get them some Arch.
Yeah.
There's a God in heaven.
Well, they don't even have to win a lottery. They just have to lose all their games.
There's a God in heaven. We will get what we deserve, and it's Arch Manning. I find it very interesting that that Kellen Moore is doing this, because I look at the dichotomy of what's going on in New York, and the way Daboll was brought in as a quarterback whisperer. That was his stock in trade. But the quarterback he had to whisper to was assigned to him. He didn't get to draft him, and Danny Dimes, he might have elevated him far beyond anything he could have ever been.
Well, he mistakenly elevated him to the point where they re-signed him.
So he was so good at it that it ruined him. You look at what's going on in New Orleans, like, dude, I'm not even going to mess with Shook. I mean, this guy, I'm going to lose with the guy that was assigned to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to that guy's going to go down and go down hard. And the guy I drafted, I'm going to wrap in cotton and slowly grow him to be a NFL quarterback in 2 years, I hope.
Yeah, it is going to be a long, ugly season for the New Orleans Saints, I believe. It's hard. It's hard for me to picture them having.
Who's their GM? Mickey
Loomis.
Mickey Loomis. I think he's a good GM. I think he allowed Sean Payton as a coach to go and he went and actually filled exactly what Payton needed. And I think he's probably going to do a good job with Kellen Moore. Go get what he needs.
Well, he also did a good job.
Well, that thing's empty.
He also did a good job of always, making sure the cap was managed, because the Saints were in perpetual cap hell. They were the best at kicking the can down the road, and paying off a credit card with another credit card, and then just trying to keep it alive.
And now they're in their 4th year of bankruptcy.
Yeah,
they
now
got
they're
2 more years.
they're
going to go up in 2 years. They're going to be paid off and back new.
It's like telling a kid, "Hey, you're going to have to pay that off one day," and they're like, "Oh, sure I will, sure I will." And then one day they're homeless in the gutter, and they're like, "Oh man, we lived too hard
that was awful
back in the 70s." The other quarterback news, your guy, Trey Lance, gets a job as a backup quarterback. I guess the Chargers saw enough to want to keep him around. I figured this was the end of the road for Trey Lance. Because Trey Lance up to this point has not even shown that he's capable of being a backup quarterback. So,
well, I think that when you look at what the Harbaugh's offense is, and it's not an intricate one. I mean, this is a team that's true. I mean, this is about controlling the football and making appropriate passes. And maybe that might be – it's certainly his last stop. We know this. If he's not successful here, he'll never be successful. Why not? Yeah, I don't fault the kid. I just don't, he never has had the seasoning that was required to do what he needs to do. He came out too soon, and he was just never capable of handling anything that was given to him because the basics were not there. And he's still been chasing that, but you're out of time, man. So good luck to him.
And it is they're in a situation now. Herbert has generally been good at staying healthy.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm not worried about seeing Fields. My quarterback stays healthy.
But Trey getting the job over Taylor Heineke, and you know what? What I saw of Trey Lance this offseason looked good. But Trey always looks good in shorts and a T-shirt.
Yeah,
it's just
he's a workout warrior,
right? But to let go of Taylor Heineke, who's a professional backup quarterback, is a big move.
It's a strange move. Well, it's a very strange move. But we could also apply this to any other team that we apply to the Dallas Cowboys. If Herbert's not there, all is lost anyway.
That is true.
So at that point, let's just see what the future holds.
Basically, any team that's in contention, you lose your quarterback.
There's not too many that can survive this. There's one or two that you feel like, maybe, but for the most part, it's quarterback driven.
Yeah, like maybe the 49ers.
Well, I think Cooper Rush in Philadelphia, they could survive a minute or two because I think Jalen Hurts is integral to that team, but not like Burrow or Josh Allen. Those guys gone.
No, you're right.
All hope is lost.
Yeah, I could see them surviving for a while with him.
But not long term. Nobody can.
No.
But I think when you're especially teetering like the Chargers are, where you're one player away from just being below mediocre, they won't survive.
Yeah, and teams, if your drop-off from your 1 to your 2 quarterback isn't gigantic, it just means your number 1 isn't that good.
That's the best way to put it. Absolutely.
If the Giants lost Russell Wilson, it's like, oh, okay. Well, there's Jameis, there's Jackson Dart, who's got some upside. Their number 3 quarterback might be better than their number 1 at this point.
That's a good.
But if the drop off from Patrick Mahomes to his backup isn't painful, then there's something wrong.
That just shows the echelon of quarterback it takes. Yeah.
But yeah, Trey Lance does make a roster again. After last year, I thought it's done, but did enough during camp to make a squad.
And again, he's. Well, I don't want to harp too much on a guy who I do think it's over, but for the most part, I still think it's kind of an unscratched lottery ticket. There might still be something there.
It is kind of wild. The Jets, remember when I said you don't cut third-round picks? Well, they cut Malachi Corley 18 months after drafting him in the 3rd round. That's a big loss. That is
that's a new coach saying there's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, that's tough. You don't want that to be you. But yeah, that's what it is. It's him putting his fingerprints on this thing, saying this ain't my problem.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets also cut Adrian Martinez, who was the former UFL MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that you cut. You cut an MVP. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. And the other team, who had maybe quietly the best preseason amongst quarterbacks,
other than Dart.
Statistically, may have been even better than Dart. Sam Ehlinger was phenomenal for the Broncos, and they cut him. He was 36 of 47 for 360 yards in 5 quarters of action, and they cut him yesterday. They're going to go with just 2 quarterbacks, Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham. So Sam Ehlinger, who was looking for new life, really balled out this preseason, and they were like, well, gone.
Do you think somebody will pick him up?
I don't know. I feel like he's been a solid backup. Like he's started a few times in his career.
With the Colts, right?
Yeah, with the Colts. Is he one of the 64 best guys in the league? Probably.
I'm kind of surprised that they did let him go. There's
the other Kyle Trask.
Yeah, well.
Who had a disastrous offseason. He is gone along with Desmond Watson, the 450-pound man. That was the Bucs' two big cuts.
Kenyon Green got cut.
Yeah, he did get cut. You know who else got cut? Cam Miller, who was the guy that Tom Brady said that's the guy I want, and just didn't work out for him. So even when the boss picks you, it just sometimes doesn't work out.
At least they realized it. They didn't hang on to it just because the boss picked him.
That's right. Who else was
Dan Skipper spent some time in the Cowboys uniform. Big old. Remember that? You played at Arkansas. He's about 6'10".
Yeah.
Detroit cut him. That's a OT that I have a feeling get picked up.
How about Marquez Valdez-Scantling?
Yeah.
Who was actually handed $3 million to leave. He got $3 million in guaranteed money and will have never played a down for the Seattle Seahawks. That's a good. I mean,
dude, take your money and go home.
Yeah, I could. I ain't mad at you for that. Well done, if you can get it that way.
Bobby Trees got cut.
Yeah,
D-Hop got, or Dustin Hopkins, not
Dustin Hopkins, not D.
He's D-Hop to me.
But yeah, so there was some big names. Oh, how about what's the guy's name from the Packers? He was a top 10 pick at one point.
Isaiah Simmons?
No. Maybe it was. They did cut Isaiah Simmons too, but that's who it was. Yeah, Isaiah Simmons from Clemson, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 10 pick. He's gone.
All these guys, I feel like, are going to just play musical chairs.
Probably so. And a couple teams had to put their first-round picks on the PUP list, and the Bills are one of them. Hairston, their young cornerback, is going to start the season on the PUP list. Walter Nolan, the Cardinals' first-round pick, is going to start on the PUP list. It's never a good thing when you're,
Well, somebody's going to lose their job in about 3 weeks or 4 weeks because those guys are going to come back eventually. If you were the Cowboys and you saw Kenyon Green,
I'd kick the tires.
I'd be amazed if you didn't do that. He's young.
I would kick the tires. Yeah, for sure.
Hendon Hooker got cut.
Hendon Hooker sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's just not good.
I had high hopes for him.
Why?
I liked him in Tennessee. I liked his game.
Yeah,
I had high hopes.
He was playing for a very quarterback-friendly coach at Tennessee.
He was that year was fun.
Yeah. Josh Heupel will make you look really, really good, but it doesn't mean that you're good.
Not that I hadn't thought about Hendon in several years, but when I did, it was fond memories.
Yeah, you know who was good in college? Joe Milton.
Yeah, I picture him. And I probably get those two's highlights confused.
Yeah.
They're both wearing orange.
Yeah, you know who won a bunch of games last year? Nico Iamaleava.
Well, yeah.
He ain't winning anymore.
Let's turn you into a QB, man. At least you have fun for a year.
Yeah, I guess so. That's the way to do it. Just have your year and move on. And then the Eagles released their long snapper, but the thought is that because they didn't want to lose. There was a player they wanted to keep, and they didn't want to expose. So they figure, who's going to sign our long snapper?
Man, those are hard to come by.
They don't have one on their roster. So the thought is there's like a handshake agreement that, hey,
so
you'll be back.
I'm a team, got a little money. I just want
to stick it to the Eagles.
Stick it to the Super Bowl champs. I think I might make an offer.
You'll carry two.
I'll carry two
long
snappers at least for the next couple of weeks. I might pay your full year's salary just as an assistant, like a GA.
Yeah, I would say that's probably not good long-term business.
I tell parents all the time, if you want to put your kid in college, don't teach them to shoot a basketball or throw a baseball. Teach them to deep snap.
Yeah.
You want to get a gig, teach them to deep snap. There is you will not have to pay for college if they can get it back in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's legit. Those are hard to come by.
It sure is. All right. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll play Is AJ Old? It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
Hey, Labor Day weekend is finally here, the official end of summer and the kickoff of football. 3-day weekends coming around the bend, barbecues and backyard fun. And as that's going on, I have a question for you. Who's looking out for your little MVP? Who's looking out for your pup? Yeah, Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is your pet's winning playbook for this Labor Day weekend and all the football weekends coming, as they've got everything you're looking for. Over an acre of outdoor play space, 6,000 square feet of indoor fun. That's like their own football field. And while you're watching that big green, have them running around on their big green. From luxury boarding to grooming, daycare, and training, Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is running the full playbook for your happy, healthy pets. Get it? Seriously, Bunkin' Biscuit is the place. If you're heading out for the weekend, whether it's a long stay or you just want to make sure your pets are taken care of, I can't recommend them enough. They're safe. They have supervised play groups, indoor and outdoor. So you pick up a tired and happy puppy. And let me tell you, it is true. And I judge them how my dog looks when we get home. Are they tired? And do they immediately run to their food dish because they just didn't get a chance to eat or didn't get fed right? No, my dogs come home well-fed, happy, and exhausted, exactly why you want them. And if they're going to spend some time there, spacious suites, they got loving staff and plenty of playtime. It's not a Kindle. It truly is a getaway. So as you're making your plans, make sure you make plans for your babies, your pets. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. You can call them at 210-750-1298, or you can go find them. They're just outside of 35, or outside of 1604 on 35, right there next to Gilman. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, where they play like champions.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to sasportstar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at sasportstar.com.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Our own Reverend Charles, everybody. Good morning, Reverend.
You know, John, y'all little joke a lot, Captain joke a lot all the time.
Right.
And you funny.
Thank you.
J.D. Ryan's funny, Turley, old pre-K.
Bobo's most funny.
Nah, I don't find Bobo funny at all. Remember that old song by Randy Newman, Show People?
Yeah.
Got no reason to live?
No,
that's Bobo right there.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
An accident or injury can derail your life in an instant, leaving you struggling to pay for medical bills and daily expenses. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe every Texan deserves justice, no matter their financial situation. That's why we offer our no-win, no-fee promise. You don't pay us unless we win your case. We know how difficult recovering from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the college football season gets underway this weekend, and a big game, Texas and Ohio State.
Our UT insider Bob Ballou will join us at 3:35.
And the Cowboys got down to 53, but do they stay that way? Any additions coming?
You know, Shoddy calls it the second draft. What adds do the Cowboys make?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime. Somebody's gonna want to turn around and say goodbye. Till then, baby, are you gonna make you cry? Don't you know? Don't you know? Things will change. Things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Just hold on for one more day.
Happy birthday.
Things go your way.
Let's put this in the vault.
Hold on for one more day. Ah, yes. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
So
Happy
Built
Hump
This
Day.
City was the song of the 80s, and this was the song of the 90s.
It should have been, but no, they chose It Smells Like Teen Spirit instead.
Oh,
even though this was the biggest song of 1990.
Yeah.
Like the one singular year, but not the whole decade.
They started with a bang, not a whimper.
Yeah, this is about as good as it gets.
Went downhill from that.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. We have a game to play. I have a list of 45-year-old celebrities.
Betty White.
And your job is to tell me, is this person old? That way I'll know, like, if I fall into that category. Because I will say this, as I was looking up these 45-year-old celebrities, some of them I think of and I go, well, that's not an old person. And then some of them I go, oh, they're old. Like, so there's a 45-year-olds can go one of two ways. You can be a young 45 or you can be a really, you know what? I'll start with one of the ones that when I saw it, I went, oh my God, I might be dying soon.
Okay.
Lamar Odom is 45. Now I haven't lived as hard as Lamar Odom.
What's
but
that,
if you look at Lamar Odom, you would think he was 65.
Well, he OD'd on a horny goat weed or something like that.
I think he's OD'd on just about everything you can OD
lived a hard
on.
life, and the Kardashians suck the very life out of you.
Yes.
It's a skill, really.
So
I've seen videos. I've seen movies. Not old. If he's seen, I would have thought he was older than 45.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's been around at least my lexicon since college and high school. So, yeah, I would have thought he was older than 45.
Okay. I'll give you some more. You tell me, is this person old or not old? Venus Williams.
She just played in the U.S. Open. She is a spry young woman.
Not old, right?
She's smoking hot, too.
Okay.
Yeah, not old.
I'll give you this one. This gal is pretty much I would say she's in my like if I were to make a list of hall passes from my wife, she's at the top of the list. If not the very top, she's in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't been famous for many years now. She's been. I don't think she's done any work in several years. But Minka Kelly, who
from Morning Joe,
she was from Friday Night Lights.
Oh, I'm thinking of Minka somebody else. Oh yeah, she's smoking. Are you kidding? Yeah. There's nothing hotter than a 45-year-old.
Oh my
MILF,
gosh.
let me tell you. Yo,
Yeah, she's 40. Now, you would say not old, right?
Oh, not at all.
Look at her. What a beauty.
Yeah.
What a beauty.
She is beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When she was, what was her? She was Coach's wife, right?
No, that was she was the girlfriend. At first, she was the girlfriend of Jason Street, and
dude.
And then she got with
Shut
Riggins.
Up. No, that's a prime of life right now.
She was
so not old.
Not old. She was Lila Garrity on Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, no, you're
right.
in fine shape.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good to go.
How about this one? Backstreet Boy Nick Carter.
Old as dirt.
Oh, he's just playing the Sphere. What do you mean?
Dude, if he's playing the Sphere after Bono and U2.
Oh, that's
the
true.
Eagles.
Okay. For Grateful Dead.
The Grateful Dead. So he falls into that category. Sorry, brother.
Okay.
Even though he's had a whole bunch of work done.
Yeah, he's the youngest old one.
Yeah, he's the youngest old one. That's right.
So we got 2 old and 2 not old so far.
Sorry, Nick. You've just been around for too long.
What about from Sons of Anarchy fame, Charlie Hunnam, the guy who played Jax on Sons of Anarchy?
Have you seen him recently?
He
looks more than 45, though, in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the same age as me. Is he an old person?
He looks old now, brother. Like the latest pictures of him, he's gray. It's not. He hasn't held on.
I don't see. He looks good in all these.
These are all pretty good. Not as new. I saw it. Maybe it was for a role he was playing, and you know what? It might have been. He might have been in a role.
That's what I like to think.
So, he ain't old.
All right. Olivia Munn.
No.
Old or not old?
Not old at all.
I mean,
no.
What do you think, Vic?
Nah.
No.
Oh, no way.
No.
And she's young, right?
Yeah.
Young and
Now,
spry.
Keep in mind, she had a little bit of Aaron, so she might be.
Oh, it's true.
She
might have a spell on her
there
that's
might be
keeping her
something
young.
going on. I don't know.
Okay. How about this one? DJ Pauly D from
Old.
That made me feel old. That was one that got
old,
me.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
It's like, dude, he was on Jersey Shore. He's the same age as me.
Yeah.
Oh, the original Jersey Shore, mind you.
Oh, yeah. No.
So that one made me feel old.
He kind of aged in dog years.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks good,
but I think part of it is he was famous at such a young age.
No, it's true. That's what I'm saying. He aged in dog years. He isn't that old. I've just been around him for too long. And he's on tour, and he's going to be in Austin next month. Or is that October? Doing a show?
Yeah, in September he's in San Marcos.
San Marcos in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least he's peaking at the right time.
Here's another one that was famous at a young age. Is Jessica Simpson old?
Oh, no.
Hold on. Let's see.
I don't think she's old.
No. Find Jessica Simpson now, because she might be looking rough.
I think this is the.
Wasn't it? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
See, she's getting there.
She's getting there.
She is. She's turned the corner.
Yeah. The blonde is turning gray.
Yeah,
she's turned the corner. She's not fighting it, and bless her for that. But she has turned the corner.
Okay, now here's someone who hasn't been famous for a long time, but is very famous now. This one kind of made me feel young. Theo Vaughn.
He's 45. I thought he was 30.
That is right?
Yeah, I thought he was much younger.
Yeah,
okay.
young, yeah.
Not old, right?
Not at all.
Okay. Same age as me.
He strikes me as a dude that's never going to get old.
Okay. Zoe Deschanel.
She, her character is forever young.
Right?
You know what I mean?
She always plays people who
Zoe.
Zooey.
It's hard for me to picture her like. I don't know, man.
What do you
fine.
think?
Yeah,
Vic?
she's
old or not old?
She's right on the edge there.
She's a hot old.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's teetering.
She's teetering.
Okay. What about Aaron Paul? Aaron Paul of Breaking Bad fame.
Oh, no, he's not old.
I mean, he was a high school student, just out of high school on Breaking Bad.
He's getting there, though.
He looks fine. He's young.
Okay, so still
he
young.
He can pass for 30s.
Okay. How about John Krasinski?
Oh, no way.
From The Office.
He's young. Yeah, that's Jim will forever be
Jim
young.
from The Office. Is he old?
No, he's not old.
Okay.
He looks fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He looks good. He's Emily Blunt, right? And he's married to her.
Yes.
That'll keep you young.
What about Christina Ricci?
She's old.
She's been around.
She's another one who was she was famous at a very young age.
Wow. She's found the GLP-1s.
Yeah, she did. Look, she's got the Ozempic.
I know. I liked her. I liked her best when she was thick.
Nothing ever.
Yeah, me too.
I like the curves. Nothing fun happens on a straight road.
Yeah. Okay. What about Gisele Bündchen?
Oh, go on.
45 years old. Is Gisele old?
I got to see. I can't imagine.
How do you spell her last name? Bündchen?
B-U-N-D. Yes.
I think she's holding on all right.
Oh,
for a divorcee?
She's a divorcee. As long as I don't have to hear her speak.
Okay. You don't like to hear her talk.
She's got kind of a.
I think that's the Brazilian. That's the
Brazilian.
That's that Portuguese.
So I can't.
Oh, okay.
As long as she doesn't speak, no, she's magnificent.
Okay.
She's a specimen.
What about Rebel Wilson? Speaking of girls who used to be big who are not anymore, is Rebel Wilson old?
Yep.
No, she ain't old.
You think she's old, Vic?
That looks like that doesn't look 45.
Okay.
She looks good. Not my cup of tea, but she certainly looks good.
Okay, now this one made me feel a little bit old. Randy Orton, pro wrestler.
God, really?
Randy
He's
Orton.
only 45?
Yes.
No, that dude's old.
Yeah, it's kind of how I mean,
Randy
he's
Orton's 60.
In wrestler years, he is. I mean,
he's only 45.
Yeah,
he started wrestling when he was 10.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, so he still has his hair or his hairline.
Well, there's been a lot of Ortons, so I might be
Cowboy Bob.
Yeah,
Orton.
so I might be adding into some stuff I remember, but he seems older than 45.
Okay. How about Kristen Bell?
Oh no, she's beautiful. No,
so she's not old.
That's forgetting Sarah Marshall, right?
No, not Christian Bale. Kristen Bell,
the blonde from
Christian Bale is old.
She's married to Dax
Shepard.
Yeah. No,
no. Dang it. Hold on.
She is. That's prime of life stuff, right?
Okay. Still in her prime.
Oh,
you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. What about Gucci Mane?
Nah, that's young.
His name's Gucci Mane, right? How old can he be?
No, he's young. He looks young. He acts young. I wouldn't have thought 45.
Young.
No, he's smooth.
Your kids listen to Gucci Mane?
Yeah, my son does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to be in Midland on October the 31st.
What about Ronaldinho?
I don't know. Oh,
hold on.
Is he that old?
The soccer player Ronaldinho.
is 45?
Well, is he old or is he young?
He's viejo.
He's young.
Nah, he looks old. Look, this one.
He looks like
age, but
he looks like Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite in that photo.
My head was hot.
Oh.
My head was hot.
Pobrecito está feo.
Oh, yeah, poor guy.
Yeah,
poor
it
guy.
ain't great. It ain't great.
He got some chompers.
So is he old or not old? Okay. You're on the border with this one, Vic. You think old?
No, I think old. Yeah.
Okay.
Really? I think he looks good.
What about Pink?
Oh no,
the musician
Prime
Pink.
of Life stuff, man.
Let's see.
You got to put Pink.
Oh, she's fantastic.
You think so?
She looks good for her age.
I like Pink.
Yeah.
She's a woman. Don't need no man.
Nope.
Okay.
Always had the short hair.
And I'll give
I like
you
the
one.
way she swings around on stage.
I'll give you one last one here.
Curtains.
What about Channing Tatum? Is he old or not old?
Nah, he's not old either.
No, he's
hanging in.
Like if you saw him in a movie, like why are they putting that old guy in the movie?
Oh, that dude's a unit. I give him credit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, here's the second part of the game. These are 45-year-olds, people who died when they were 45
But see,
years old.
if you die at 45, it's a tragedy still. No, everybody be sad. What is it? I forget the comedian that said, when you're when you turn 50 and you pass, they go, well,
Bill Burr started.
Was that him?
Yeah.
But at 45, it's a tragedy.
Yeah,
at 50 or at 45, you're like, oh, what could have been? At 50, you're like, well, he had,
Yeah, something.
He didn't take care of himself.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury died at 45.
Well, that was an unfortunate end.
It was.
That was.
But he had
Well, yeah, I don't have the AIDS, but
It's hard to imagine that he was 45.
Did he ever feel like an old person?
Never, no.
Never once, right.
No, he was alive until he was dead.
Died at 45.
Yeah,
Walter Payton.
Oh, what a tragedy. No, he was young, man.
Right?
It was awful.
Okay, this makes me feel better because, like, if you die at 45, you're way too young to die.
It's tragic.
Rocky Marciano died at age 45.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Bam Bam Bigelow died at age 45.
Wow.
Now, Bam Bam Bigelow always felt old to me.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
So that one it's a tough one for me to grasp and maybe it's because of the head tattoos why he felt so much older.
I can tell you that.
But yeah, he died.
A picture of health at 44. Who'd have thought 45 would have been it?
Ralphie May, the comedian Ralphie May, died at 45.
600 pounds.
I know. I'm just saying this is. It can happen to you. Pancho Villa died at age 45.
Was that lead poisoning?
I believe he caught a stray. And the Junkyard Dog died at age 45.
Now, actually, I would have thought he was older when he died.
Right, he became an old person, and then he died.
At 45, I would have put him in the old category.
Just like Johnny Tapia, 45 years old, and he died.
Yeah, well, that was sad.
Look at Junkyard.
See, those are the good old days when
this is when
guys like me could strap on a pair of boxing briefs and just walk around like no big deal.
Sanford and Son was on TV when he was on.
But he looks way older than 45.
He looks 70 in that picture.
Kirby Puckett also died at age 45.
He was a young man, forever young, Kirby Puckett.
And George Reeves.
George the Animal Reeves?
No, George the Superman Reeves.
Well, wasn't he part
died at age 45?
Wasn't he murdered?
Died of a gunshot wound.
Yeah, that's one of those Hollywood.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. So that's the game. Is AJ old?
Didn't a hooker kill him? Wasn't he killed by like a prostitute or something?
He was
crazy?
killed by a woman. I don't remember who it was, but I know it was a woman who killed him.
Allegedly, I don't want to defame the dead.
Back then,
it was officially ruled a suicide.
But there are many questions.
Yeah, sure. Gunshot wound to the chest.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
No, 45. I think we can all come together and agree that 45, you're in the prime of your life.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it's the prime of your life, certainly.
Oh, I think you are, man. You've reached the arc. You're the check engine light isn't completely on the body yet. You're still doing young people things because you got kids around and you're near them.
Okay.
Once your kids kind of start aging, you start to age a little bit faster.
Whenever we start to feel like Channing Tatum is an old person,
then
I need you to let me know. David also said Nat King Cole was 45 when he died. That's true.
How did he die?
How did Nat King Cole die? I think he died.
The voice of an angel.
Yeah, I don't remember how he died, actually. Also dead at 45, Wilbur Wright.
Well, his line of work was such
it was a very, very dangerous job. Very dangerous.
Cole died of lung cancer.
Oh,
at 45.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
smoking was normal.
Evidently a heavy smoker. Oh, it says heavy smoker.
And voice of an angel.
He did.
Through the Marlboros. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll hear some sound from Coach Schottenheimer about our boy Micah, and seems to have changed his tune a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Maybe he won't be ready to go. I got to tell you guys about L&S Pump Repair. And if you're in San Antonio and you are in the oil and gas game, maybe you're working in the Eagle Ford Shale, maybe you're managing a saltwater disposal, whatever it is, you know you got to keep your pumps running. And San Antonio is right here at the heart of the oil and gas industry in Texas. And that means there's tons of jobs. That means tons of hours. That means millions of dollars on the line every day. You need your equipment to be working. You need that reliable equipment. You need good service. That's where L&S comes in. They are your trusted local partner for all your pump repair needs, specializing in everything from saltwater disposal pumps to heavy-duty H pumps, 24/7 on-site service. I can't tell you how important that is. They don't just fix pumps. They keep your operation moving 24/7 because they know that's when your pumping is 24/7. They keep parts on site, so repairs happen fast. You're not waiting around. You don't got to shut everything down for days and wait around on a part. And if you need a whole new package, guess what? A whole new pump, they'll build it from scratch to fit your needs. If you've got a knocking pump or you've got low flow, they offer flat rate preventative maintenance so you don't have any surprises. You can keep your pumps running at peak performance. Avoid that downtime. Give L&S a call, 936-853-3810. That's 936-853-3810. Tell them I sent you. That's L&S Pump Repair. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We just cleared that trouble spot on 35 northbound at Eisenhower. 151 eastbound at Ingram. That minor wreck is still there. They've moved that off to the right shoulder. You still might notice a little bit of a slow residual delay from Westover Hills. 1604 westbound, look out to Nacogdoches. Roadway reduced to one lane due to road work. Stop and go from Pat Booker Road. Windcrest area, 35 northbound, 410 to O'Connor. This road work in the right lane, that's causing a 25-minute delay as you slow from Walsham. Pretty much most all our major freeway systems now starting to slow down as we get into our morning rush hour. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is calling all golfers. The Fall Golf Classic is back. Mark your calendars for Monday, September 29th, and lock in your spot for one of the most fun golf events of the year at the Olympia Hills Golf Club. For just $120 per player, or $400 for a foursome, you'll get 18 holes of fun, friendly competition, and non-stop laps with your crew. But don't wait, spots will sell out fast. And once they're gone, they're gone. This isn't your average uptight tournament. It's all about cutting loose, enjoying the day, and supporting a great cause. The Community Foundation of the Hill Country, presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and sponsored by Fly by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. And when the final putt drops, the party's just getting started. Head over to the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road for the official after party. Cold drinks, great food, and the perfect finish to a perfect day. Don't get left out. Grab your crew, grab your clubs, and get ready for a Monday you won't forget. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Imagine if today was the day your idea changed someone's life. Imagine if you could help someone pay for college, help your community build a new playground, or help a child make it to that dream competition. With GoFundMe, it's all possible. GoFundMe is the world's #1 fundraising platform trusted by over 200 million people. Every week, ordinary people meet their goals and do extraordinary things. Your ideas matter. GoFundMe isn't just for emergencies. Want to raise money for your kid's soccer team or raise funds for a small business, a creative project, or event? GoFundMe helps you turn ideas into reality. And help adds up. Fundraisers you start for someone else raise up to 5 times more. So think right now, who could use your help? Change rarely comes from waiting. It comes from someone deciding, today I'll start. Don't wait for someone else to bring change. Today, start your fundraiser in just minutes at GoFundMe.com/power. That's GoFundMe.com/power to start your fundraiser. GoFundMe.com/POWER. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
The right stuff. Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Guys, tomorrow we got football.
Yep.
Oh, yes. I've never been so excited for a 4:30 kickoff between Boise State and South Florida. Oh.
And this is in Florida?
Florida.
And they're playing at what time?
5:30 local time, 4:30 our time.
And what? And Boise, like 2:30 in the afternoon, like it's a JV football game on a Thursday. They had nothing since they were in 8th or 9th grade.
All right. Let's get into some sound from Coach Schottenheimer yesterday. Let's first talk about, because Micah is the big conversation here, and now he never said what they talked about in the meeting. But
there was a meeting.
Well, remember they had to. He was like, I got to have a talk with him about that.
There was a meeting.
I got to have a talk with him. Here's him talking about a ramp up plan now for Micah Parsons.
You know, at the end of the day, as soon as he get out there, that's great. But again, there'll be a ramp up plan for him, and when he lines up out there to play, do I think he would play 75 plays in every play? Probably not. I don't think that that's real. But I do think that he can be very disruptive, like we all know.
So this goes against what all the last 2 or 3 weeks. Shotty's been saying, I expect he's going to be out there week 1 against Philly.
And he hasn't really gone away from that. It's just now he's admitting the fact that we're only 9 days out.
He might go out there and play 3 snaps. Is that what we're going to do?
Honestly, I think we're to the point that even if Jerry and Micah met at the 50-yard line, kissed, hugged, named their kids after, promised to be the godfather of the kids and became family for life, I don't think you play him. This is a long season. There's no need for you to rush out and not have been hit at all and get yourself hurt that first game. I think we've reached the point of at most 10 snaps when and only when it's 3rd and long and you just head at the quarterback and we place you someplace they don't expect. But to have him part of a game plan for the Eagles, right. I just don't plan on it. But I do expect him to be a full participant in practices. I don't think he's going to hold out. I think that they might use the back as an excuse, but he loses over $1 million a week if he doesn't suit up or at least isn't injured in a jersey. So I don't expect for him not to be there. I don't think he's going to hold out, but I don't expect him. Even like I said, if all things work out and they sign today, I wouldn't play him hardly at all. I mean, ramp up. Let's talk real ramp up. 3 weeks.
Well, here's him when they asked him about the body language conversation.
Yeah, Mike and I had a long conversation. Probably talked for an hour about a lot of different things and addressed a number of different issues and things like that. And at this point, I'm going to keep that between he and I. But we had a very, very good conversation.
Okay. Well, and then they said, well, at any point in that conversation, did you talk about practicing leading up to the Eagles game?
No, just again, wants to make sure he feels good and all that stuff. But again, like I said, I haven't changed my tune on the way I feel. And like I said, very, very good conversation about a lot of different things. So power of communication, I think, is great. And, having the conversations with him, but even having the conversations with some of the players today, it just reminds you the people side of this business is really important. And, had a great conversation with Mozzie. Brought Mozzie in, talked to Mozzie, just same topic.
An entirely different conversation.
Consistency. It doesn't matter that you're a first-round pick. It's just we want to see you be more consistent. We know what you're capable of. And, again, that's one of my things I'm really important. It's important to me is to find time to have conversations, and because I think it matters.
Yeah. First of all, saying it doesn't matter if you're a first-round pick. Yeah. If it didn't matter, if he wasn't a first-round pick, I promise you it would matter because he wouldn't be here.
There'd be no conversation.
He wouldn't be here. But to the Micah thing, and you're right. He's not saying he's changed his tune, and he's saying I have not changed my tune. But if you're not going to practice, like, are they really willing to throw a guy who's had a history of soft tissue injuries? Are they willing to throw him out there and
yes,
week one with no practice to ramp up to it?
I judge my player. If he says he's ready, I'm gonna trust him. He's a professional athlete. But as a coach, that has to see beyond week one all the way to week 18, I'm not gonna hurry you back. And I have a sense that if Micah is the kind of guy I expect him to be, that he is, if he does in fact decide I'm all in, I'm going to give it 100%, whether I get a contract or not. I will trust him to tell me whether he can go or not. I will give him that leeway, but I'm going to err on the side of I want you all season long.
All right. Well, we'll hear more from Shotty, and we'll hear something from Schefter as well on his podcast about the Micah situation as well. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
How far is too far? In the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, that's up to you. Powered by a new 1.6-liter Turbo 4 engine, it's the iconic SUV, reimagined to put today's adventures and tomorrow's dreams in reach. So go ahead, keep the good times going. The all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee. Jeep, there's only one. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
School's out, summer's in, and that vacation countdown is officially on. But what about your four-legged MVP? Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma has your furry family member covered. Daycare, boarding, grooming, and training, they've got it all. They're built for your pet's health, happiness, and tail-wagging good times. If you're in the military, your teacher, or your first responder, they've got barking good exclusive discounts. So go ahead, book that trip, hit the beach, crush your summer plans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit has your pet in good hands. Because home away from home isn't just for humans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits in Selma.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Hi,
I'm Jason Thompson. I'm a personal injury attorney, and since 1994, I've been helping people and their families seriously injured or killed by negligent drivers. My website is alawyer4us.com. I use that phrase because I know that there's no way a regular San Antonian can possibly beat a billion-dollar insurance company alone. You will need an experienced attorney to stand up for you and get what you and your family deserve. This month, my father will retire after 50 years of practicing law, doing what he taught me to do, help people in need. Stand up for the people that cannot. Use the skills you have to help the people in your community win and where you can. When an insured driver seriously injures someone, a billion-dollar insurance company uses everything it can to pay as little as possible. Every insurance company you have heard of has a very large staff of attorneys already working against you. If you or a family member has been seriously injured because of a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson, as soon as you can after a collision. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or check out my website, alawyer4us.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Ins 9/13. Select models only.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely filling in and slowing down. Almost 25 minutes on 1604 westbound, 35 as you make your way on over to I-10. A 20-minute ride on 410 eastbound Lakeside Parkway over to Fredericksburg Road. 17 minutes 410 northbound South W.W. White to Benz Engelman. Now, we did clear that stall at I-10 upper level eastbound at 35 and still noticing about a 20-minute delay 37 northbound 181 to Brooklyn Avenue. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
NFL Cutdown Day has come and gone, and the Dallas Cowboys said goodbye to a couple of veterans, namely Will Greer at quarterback. At wide receiver, Jalen Brooks is now gone. Tight end, they said goodbye to John Stevens. And finally, the little one, Deuce Vaughn, released as well. In some local news, former Judson and UTSA star safety Rashad Wisdom made the Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Look at us. Made it to a hump day, baby. We made it.
And we're halfway through the halfway.
Halfway on a halfway. Oh, we're halfway there.
That could be a song.
Living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Whoa!
Is this song 45?
It's got to be.
Up there near 40.
No, I can't. No, it's not 45.
This is 85, 86, right? So about 40 years.
I mean, yeah, that's not an old song.
Well, we could do
if
that.
Channing Tatum
too.
Ain't old. That ain't old.
I'm just saying we could play some of those songs. Do you define them as old or not?
No, that's not as fun. I don't like that. I don't like.
I know I don't.
Any song made in 1980 is going to feel really old to me. So, yeah, I'll pass on that game.
If it was originally released on vinyl.
Yeah, or if you had a cassette tape of it.
86.
Okay, so, yeah.
40 years.
Yeah,
not even Living 40. On a Prayer, an old song or not?
No, it's old. That's an old song. Yeah, it is. If Bon Jovi made it, it's old. How about that?
That's a good point. Although John Bon Jovi, I don't think of as old.
What?
I'm kidding. He's ancient.
Okay, I was like, what?
He might be going.
God's
Keith
face
Richards
is
route.
melting off. Yeah, I saw Bon Jovi a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh my God, he looks like hell.
Does he still own? I think he still owns that Philadelphia Arena League team.
I think he does, which I can't imagine could be a good investment.
John Bon Jovi looks like my aunt who has chosen an alternate lifestyle.
He looks like an old lesbian.
Yes, hey, come take a ride in my Subaru. We're gonna go for a hike. How do you like my new Chacos?
Yeah, he for sure lives in Oregon. Wears Birkenstocks.
I'm telling you.
And makes his own beads.
I have a sense
makes
he
beaded
does.
necklaces.
First you work the wood, then you oil the wood.
All right, so we were hearing from Coach Schottenheimer on Micah, and here's what he says about what he needs out of practice leading up to this Philly game.
It's different for everybody. The fact he's been here gives him a little bit of a leg up on the fact that he knows the defense, and that could be a completely different story if he wasn't here. But at the end of the day, I think once we want him out there as soon as possible. You know, when he's feeling up to it and all those things is a big factor into it. But every day that he can get out there and get reps would be great. But I do think very strongly that him being around has helped. Him doing some of the walkthroughs and things like that does help. There's communication. There's signals that come from the sideline. There's communication from player to player that he's getting all those things. But the best way to get good at football is to play football. And so I would say as soon as possible would be the desired effect.
Man, I'll tell you, times have changed.
What do you mean by that?
Think if this interview had gone on 20 years ago, and Bill Parcells was the interviewee, and they were talking about Micah Parsons. Do you think he'd have been that nice?
No.
I mean, literally. At times, and I think...
But players didn't have as much leverage back then.
And I think about... the Shotty is doing everything in his powers not to pick a fight. I mean, everything he can do.
He is trying to be like the good guy for everybody.
I am Switzerland. I am neutral. All of that. That's such a very different thing than even 15 years ago, where if the guy wasn't here, you're mad at him. Hey, we got a plan. We got stuff to do, and he's not here, and he's under contract. I mean, that is one of the fundamental shifts. And on top of that, Shotty's pretty good at this, considering this is his first year. That's a very confident sounding coach. He doesn't sound like he's trying to walk the fine line, though he obviously is.
Yeah, he's certainly not trying to plant his flag on one side or the other. I think this is a valid question. How has it been dealing with this Micah drama while you're trying to be a first-time head coach? Because this has to be a pretty big challenge.
Just try not to get distracted by it. You know, I mean, I think I get asked by it every time I come in here, which, again, I understand and appreciate. But I can promise you when I leave here, I don't get caught up in it. I really don't. I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter and things like that reading what people think and wonder why. I'm running a football team, and I'm worried about the other guys. And the business side of it always works out, one way or the other. The business side always works out. And so that's something that I'm not really in control of. And because of that, it's easy to say, okay, hey, let me focus on the stuff I am in control of, and that's getting these guys ready to play and be in great shape and have the scheme ready to go and the coaches ready to go on September 4th against Philadelphia.
It always works out.
Well,
one way or the other, he said.
Well, the good news
doesn't mean it works like the way that you want it to, but
it is what it is. That's
right.
That statement. It is what it is. But the part of this that I do think, he's been here for 4 years. He's kind of been through the drama of the Dallas Cowboys and their star players. So at least he was, he wasn't front and center, but he's kind of lived through this many times. So in his history with the Cowboys, the guys have always signed. They've always signed and always showed up and went to work. And so I can see why he's optimistic, though. Even as we heard from earlier sound, is kind of like, yeah, it might be difficult for week one.
And then finally, this is Adam Schefter on his podcast talking about the potential for this to get even uglier with Micah and Jerry.
Micah Parsons is going to be, at best, limited in that game. That's if he even plays at all. And right now, he says he's got back spasms. As we're taping this Monday, he was not spotted at practice. His back is tight. The Cowboys say his MRI came back clean. He says his back is tight. How can you prove that your back is or isn't tight, right? Now, what would be interesting would be if the Dallas Cowboys decide to get serious about that and they want to pursue legal action and file a grievance against him for not being able to play when he says he can't play, and they say he is healthy enough to play. Could that happen? That would be interesting. Could Micah Parsons file a grievance against Jerry Jones for unfair labor practices through the NFLPA for going around the back of his head? He could do that if he wants. So in this war of words and war of actions, it's a soap opera that goes on, and we might not be done yet with where it's going. And we'll see how that plays out over time.
I don't think it gets to legal battles.
This is a bunch of what? What are you talking about, Shefty? We're talking about some unprecedented moves. I mean, if either one of these pulls that move, if you pull, that's the nuclear option. The moment you accuse a player of malingering, I mean, that's the nuclear option.
Oh, yeah.
And the moment you file an unfair grievance or a trade practice grievance against the league, that's the nuclear option.
Right.
If we're there, it's over.
Yeah,
but we're not there.
Ugly.
I think Shefty's just throwing stuff against the wall to kind of – because when I hear Schottenheimer, I say he's good at it, but I don't think he's that good at it. I don't think he's able to hide every emotion. I don't think it's as bad behind the scenes as we're kind of painting the picture. I don't think Micah's happy at all, but I don't think it's letting it affect what's going on in the locker room.
Right.
You know what I mean? That laying around on the training table, that's one thing. But I think when they're at the Star, he's one of the guys.
So do you think the players are to a man Team Micah on this, or do you think there are players?
Not. I think they're all, but by the grace of God, would pray to be in his position. No, I think every player's on his side.
Okay.
Because they all know this is a business. I mean,
but also at the same time, these dudes are about to go out there and take live bullets.
And that's. You know, when you meet pros, that's the biggest difference from a guy that you met that just got drafted and is excited to be there and ready to go play football and sacrifice everybody for the team. Go talk to that guy in 2 years.
Yeah.
And see what he's like when he comes into that training camp. There's that transition of this is no longer just fun. This is work, and I will treat it. I mean, this is my pursuit. You know, it's not just, hey, let's have a good time and play football. No, these guys now, it's profession, and that's the biggest switch.
I always think of it as there's when something affects you or when something doesn't affect you, and then when it does start to affect you. When I was in the military, there was a guy who, for religious purposes, did not work on the Sabbath, which meant he didn't do anything on these days.
Was it Saturdays? Was it Shabbos? Was he Jewish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, most of us are off on the weekends anyway, but you rotate through having to do weekend duty. And everyone's fine with this dude not working on weekends until they have to pick up an extra weekend because this guy didn't. And then suddenly people started to be a little bit bitter towards him. And then it started to be like, well, what happens if we're, you know,
at war? What do you take the day off?
You're just gonna sit this one out? Like that's when people start to be like, okay, wait a minute. This doesn't feel as right as it did when it didn't affect me directly.
Right.
When it was all good for you, it was cool. But we go out there and get our ass kicked by 30 against the Eagles, and you're in here, you know, not with us.
Right.
It ain't gonna feel so cool.
Well,
you know?
I get that, and I do think that there will be a modicum of that if you're 0-5 and your defense is getting hammered and you haven't had a sack, and meanwhile you look over and Micah's going to going to the games and, you know, limping around like he's hurt and going to the meetings. But dude, we need you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not there yet. You know what I mean? It would take a long time to get there because they all know that the only path to success, at least as a team, has Micah involved. You know, everybody in the building knows, and even Micah knows, they're not going to be successful without me. And I do think as much as players start getting the tug, like, why aren't you here? I think great players also start getting that tug as, oh, my God, I'm letting my boys down.
All right, that's enough Micah, but I did want to play this. This was the last clip from Schottenheimer because someone did have the balls, and I credit whoever asked this question, to ask Schotty, why did Mozzie make this team? And I think that's a question that we all want the answer to.
Yeah, it's a fair question, and that was part of the conversation with Mozzie. That, hey, nothing is guaranteed. We're all competing, and you've got your 53-man roster, but then you've got your game day roster. And, again, the message was the same. I thought Mozzie had 2 of his best practices last week. Thought he played well, had flashes during the game, just okay yesterday. And so, again, the conversation and having hard conversations, some coaches might be like, yeah, hey, I'll just deal with that when we get back. But I wanted Mozzie to know that, this has nothing to do with you being a first-round draft pick. There's an expectation of you as a player because of how talented you are, and we've seen it. We just need to see it on more of a consistent basis. And, gave him my input. We had great conversation about, how we can help him and him figuring out his routine and getting his body feeling better and things like that. It's the power of spoken words, man, where you just get on the same page. And that way, if there's a misunderstanding, it's not because I didn't have the courage to have a conversation. It's a misunderstanding because something was said that maybe they didn't like. And Mozzie didn't take it that way at all. It was a great conversation. But I just feel like you over-communicate as a leader that sits in a role like I do.
He did say something that jumped off at me on that. He said the 53-man roster is a lot different from making the game day roster, which means Mozzie might not even be suiting up. Is how it sounded to me. It sounded like he's got work to do before we let you suit up on a game day.
He got the carrot and the whip in one statement. He got the carrot. Hey, we saw some good stuff, but that doesn't mean he's playing on Sunday. So I still think he's getting he got the carrot, you're still here, but the whip is still at hand because, dude, you are so far away from where you should be.
Right.
So if we don't see marked improvement, you are gone next year.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio's Sports Star.
I hope you woke this morning and felt good about yourself and washed yourself clean under a Connecticut water softened shower. If that was you, carry on. You are doing things the appropriate way around the home. If you do not have a Connecticut water treatment system, I want you to listen close. I feel like you probably had to settle for something you quite frankly didn't want or didn't do any research for. You didn't go get the very best, but that's okay. Right now is the time to go ahead and change your plans and altitude and call Connecticut because there's never been a better opportunity to take advantage of the very best there is on the market. Getting the best sometimes feels like it's too expensive. That is not the case with Connecticut. If you'll call 656-PURE today, Connecticut will come out to your home and install a water treatment system if you're already plumbed free of charge. And for the next 90 days, you'll have the very best in your home to prove to you exactly what I'm telling you, that there is no better treatment system than Connecticut. I've had them for 30 years. As long as I can remember, I've had a Connecticut water softener in my homes. And now's your chance. And to take advantage of this deal, they got a little bit extra for you. They'll give you that first 90 days free of charge. And of course, on that 90th day, when you do decide to purchase with your good credit, you got 0% financing for a year. There's also $400 in your old water treatment system if you've already got to pay it off. And finally, a gift. It's a reverse osmosis water drinking station on your sink. Trust me, you are going to love this thing. I've had one. I had to pay for it. You're going to get it free. No more water bottles. Ready access to the cleanest, purest water you're ever going to want. And that's all part of the deal. So call Connecticut today. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all the details, but go get yourself the very best, and I know you're going to come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Golf Classic is back, baby. Get the crew together. Guys, gals, the whole gang. And join us Monday, September 29th at Olympia Hills Golf Club for a laid-back day full of swings, laughs, and a little friendly trash talk. It's just $120 per player or $400 for a foursome. A steal for a day on a beautiful course with your buddies. Proceeds benefit the Community Foundation of the Hill Country. But don't worry, this is the course. We'll keep the party rolling at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, where the drinks are cold, the food is hot, and the stories are even better. Get ready to tee off on the best Monday you'll have all year. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
Nigel, why are you wearing a backpack?
I'm going back to school.
Folks, when your AC decides to flunk out or your home's plumbing is stuck in detention, you don't have to worry. At Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating, our technicians are certified with all the latest technology and can fix any plumbing or AC issue fast and at a fair price because you deserve A+ service.
Gotta go, Joel. We're studying paper mache. I might have to pull an all-nighter.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Imagine if today was the day your idea changed someone's life. Imagine if you could help someone pay for college, help your community build a new playground, or help a child make it to that dream competition. With GoFundMe, it's all possible. GoFundMe is the world's #1 fundraising platform trusted by over 200 million people. Every week, ordinary people meet their goals and do extraordinary things. Your ideas matter. GoFundMe isn't just for emergencies. Want to raise money for your kid's soccer team or raise funds for a small business, a creative project, or event? GoFundMe helps you turn ideas into reality. And help adds up. Fundraisers you start for someone else raise up to 5 times more. So think right now, who could use your help? Change rarely comes from waiting. It comes from someone deciding, today I'll start. Don't wait for someone else to bring change. Today, start your fundraiser in just minutes at GoFundMe.com/power. That's GoFundMe.com/power to start your fundraiser. GoFundMe.com/POWER. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Does RexMD really work?
Over 85% of guys said not only does it work, they saw results the very first night. And you can get your first month free at freerexmd.com with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit freerexmd.com to get your first month free. That's FREEREXMD.com.
Hi. My name's Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney and have been representing people injured in auto and commercial truck collisions right here in San Antonio, my hometown, since 1994. Getting into a collision can be a life-altering event. Your health and recovery is the only thing that really matters, and anyone that's ever been injured in a traffic collision will tell you that. How do you get the insurance company to pay? Simple. Call me. As your attorney, my job is to get you through this. The decisions you make immediately after a collision are the most important decisions you can make. If you call me as soon as you can after a collision, I will help you make the right decisions for you and your family. Remember, I do not charge for a consultation. Growing up on the southwest side of San Antonio, when Loop 410 was the edge of town, I know how overwhelming it could be to face a giant insurance company all on your own. Just keep it simple. Call me. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website at lawyerforus.com.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Jesus walks. Devil's trying to break me down.
Yeah.
Devil is trying to break me down. You know what the Midwest is, young and restless. Might snatch your necklace. I'm gonna play it safe today. I ain't getting fired on my birthday, Bubba. Ain't getting fired on my birthday.
Yeah. It's a clean birthday.
How much of this old stuff do you listen to? I have a problem.
I will say
with some of the old stuff. I know what he is now, and I'm kind of like.
I think Kanye West's first 2 albums are
works of
genius
art.
level.
But he earned every Grammy on those.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
But there's something about who he is now. It makes it very difficult to listen to what he was then.
I fell off the Kanye wagon before he even showed he was crazy. I fell off with him musically before.
Yeah.
Before I fell off with his.
But all that combined makes it for. It is not on my rotation at all.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing that in any of my playlists at any point that has any Yeezy at all.
I don't either. I mean, I know that like I said, I can those first 2 albums, I can go word for word in my sleep.
I agree, but it's been a long time, and it's just not. When I hear it, I go, "Oh yeah, that's part of the my musical history that I have just put away." Nope.
Once a guy starts kind of like painting Nazis in a positive light, I'm usually out on you.
Seriously. And this was
where I
so
draw the
long
line.
ago, you'd think I wouldn't apply that to now,
No,
but I do.
No, I get it. I mean, like if
But it's more about him just going flat crazy. You know, I just feel uncomfortable hearing it, and I felt odd enjoying it.
Yeah, I did love Kanye back before he turned into Yeezy, back when he was just Kanye West.
Kanye West.
I was a big fan, but yeah, once you start rapping about like Nazism being kind of cool,
especially considering.
I'm gonna take a step back.
I don't know. The MAGA seem to do it.
I'm like the SpongeBob meme, getting up out of the chair, like I'm gonna head out. I'm just gonna head out.
I'm just gonna tip out the back door. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Just miss me while I'm gone.
I'm gonna head out, Kanye. Good luck to you,
good
brother.
luck, buddy.
Good luck to
Good
you.
luck.
I was reading about some of the cuts and who was in good shape, who was in bad shape, who came up and who didn't come up out of this deal. And it does talk about the rookie quarterbacks for the Browns being big winners here, because particularly Dylan Gabriel, because Dylan Gabriel is now a backup quarterback, which means like listen, you're behind a 40-year-old man. There's a good chance Dylan Gabriel is going to be a starting quarterback at some point this season. That if Kenny Pickett were around, that probably would have been unlikely. Or at least it would have been unlikely until the Browns were 3-11, and then they would have said, okay, maybe take a shot here. But there's a chance that Dylan Gabriel gets a real shot at some point this season. You and I have talked about this one a lot. It makes sense for the Browns to see what they've got in both of these guys at some point. Like if Dylan Gabriel's no good, I'd pull the plug on him and go right to Shador and find out. And I'm not going to have a long leash for either of them, but I want to learn quickly if I think you can play in the NFL or not.
It's funny how Kevin Stefanski and Brian Daboll came into this year, not on the same level of heat, but in the same kind of situation. You're quarterback guys. It's time for you to develop a quarterback, and it looks like finally Daboll got a dude that he can work with. And I'm not saying Stefanski hasn't, but he's got a little bit more work to do. And let's think about this situation he finds. Dylan Gabriel has been if you were asking for a quarterback that has handled this situation any better, you couldn't. I mean, he's the last guy you talk about, and he's really the heir apparent.
Yeah.
He's been the third guy behind Shador for sure, but Pickett too, and Flacco for his age, and then there's just the second-string quarterback that is Dylan that just continues to just throw the football. And it's a testament to the maturity that he's gotten because he played college football for so long that this is just another day for him. This could have been a mess. He could have been as brash as Shador or more so and talked about how good he is and forget the other guy kind of stuff. He could have easily been that guy. He was the third-round pick. Shador was a late maybe. I don't know why y'all are looking at him. Look at me. But he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So he handled the situation really well. I'm not sure it's going to turn out well for him. I don't know how well this is going to work out for his particular skill set, but at least he's played the game the best way.
What is the most amount of wide receivers you could picture carrying on a 53-man roster?
6 is max, and that's crazy. One of those guys would have to be a special teams ace or a punt blocker or something special, but I think 5 is the number that I keep, and even then one of those guys is going to have to return punts or something like that.
Did you see the New England Patriots final roster?
How many they got?
8.
8. They don't like safeties. I'm trying to figure what position they're pulling from. But
so they Kendrick Bourne, who did not practice at all. He hasn't practiced since August 1st. He's going to open the season on the active roster. And Jalen Polk is on season-ending IR. But I guess there was a lot of talk about the real battle for to make the roster at wide receiver. And apparently they were like, everybody was so good that we just ended up, we didn't want to lose any of these players. So Stephon Diggs, who we knew was going to be there, I mean.
You had to. They're paying him. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And, who cares? Plus a little cocaine. Mac Hollins, Demario Douglas, Kayshon Boutte, Kyle Williams, Efton Chisholm III, Javon Baker, and Kendrick Bourne all make it. 8 wide receivers. The thought was Baker and Chisholm were going to be the 2 that go, and then Bourne was probably going to start the season on IR, and that would have been a reasonable number, 5. But instead, they decided they want to keep everybody active. It's a bold strategy, and they're only keeping 2. They're keeping 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, and they are one of the teams that doesn't carry a fullback.
Well, that allows for that space.
So that does help some.
He's such a young quarterback, and this seems like an offense that's kind of a caterpillar. It's not quite the butterfly, and it looks like they've got a bunch of guys they're going to throw against the wall and maybe one of those extras stick. That's a big number for a team that seems to be improving. That we expect to see offensively at least some movement forward. They've got a good wide receiver. They've got a good running back, or maybe 2. Their quarterback seems to be a dude of the future, and they got a coach who understands how to just win football games. So maybe they can afford that. It just seems crazy to me to overload that room.
Yeah, it is. It's an odd choice, but I guess as you are, you don't have high end talent, so I guess you want to at least be deep at a position. I guess that's one way to look at it.
But if they're all the same guy, if you have 6 and not and only one separated himself, then what's the point? I get the sense that that's going to be a rotating room.
The Commanders' wide receiver room is a little bit different. The high-end talent, I mean, Terry McLaurin is there now. He's in. The rest of them, I mean, Debo still, we'll see. We'll see what Debo's got left in the tank.
I think that's enough.
Okay. Michael Gallup didn't make the team.
No.
Chris Moore didn't make the team. So there were your veterans. So your wide receivers are McLaurin, Debo, Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey, and Jalen Lane.
Noah Brown.
Yeah. I like Luke McCaffrey as a long-term project, but boy, it does feel like the Commanders, and especially having a guy like McLaurin, who is an older guy who hasn't played much or hasn't practiced much leading up.
How many balls he catch last year?
McLaurin?
Yeah, it was upwards of 90, right?
Yeah.
He's going to catch 20 more than that.
You think so?
Dude, they paid him all that money, and look at who's around him. I mean, they hope Debo can play 10 games. We know what his history's been like. You get the sense that McLaurin is going to have one hell of a year.
Yeah. Although, I think that Jaden Daniels takes a step back.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like that's the only target. But you're right. I think it'll be a step back. But I think as far as targets go, Terry's going to get a lot.
Well, and also consider we don't know what the running game is going to look like at all
now
for
without
Washington.
Brian gone. So that's the only weapon, and he was the safety blanket last year. Now I know that every defensive coordinator, especially the NFC East, has looked at a lot of tape between Jaden and his wide receiver. So that's my primary issue when I'm playing the Commanders. How do I stop that matchup?
Yeah, double him and make somebody else beat you. Make Christian Rodriguez or one of these guys beat you.
It's going to have to take that, but that's why you pay those guys big money, because it doesn't matter.
And that's why you brought in, you knew that it was going to be a priority to have Debo there. Even if Debo's not what he once was, you need to at least have some sort of a threat and some sort of a gadget type weapon which he certainly can be. It's just a matter of what level of that he's going to be.
But let's not kid ourselves. Scary Terry is priority one. He is the one guy that Jaden takes the snap, and that's his first look. I mean, that's the guy that's going to get them where they need to go. There's a reason they paid him, and that's how they got here, because of what he did last year.
I agree. But, again,
it ain't going to be easy.
It ain't going to be easy when teams know that that's it. The Commanders' offense caught a lot of people off guard last year.
It did, and that electricity I do think will help. But at the end of the day, we know who they are now. They're going to have to prove that they're really, really good at it.
Yeah, and we'll see how that holds up in not on paper, like in reality, year two, what it's going to look like. And again, I think the league catches up to you.
Mm-hmm. And they're not the first time, but great teams overcome that.
And Jaden Daniels, I think, is really good, but I do think the league catches up to everyone, and I think that includes Jaden Daniels. A couple other guys who were big winners at the end of camp. Travion Henderson, who led, speaking of the Patriots, led all the rookies in yards per carry during the preseason, 7.1 yards per carry. Now, it was only 5 carries, but he scored a touchdown on his first NFL touch, 100-yard kickoff return. And he seems like he might have some ball. He might have some game to him. So
they're looking like Detroit, man. They've got a couple of backs that can carry the football. Vrabel's in a good place, man. Ramondre and Trayvon, both those guys are running backs.
And then Jackson Dart, who, I mean, we've talked a lot about his preseason. Probably couldn't have gone any better. And now the Giants have said, hey, we're going to go slow with him, which I think is the right move, but you have to feel good if you're Joe Shane that you got one.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The comparisons between, at the very least at the beginning of this, between Pat Mahomes landing in Kansas City and letting Alex Smith play that whole year and getting one start, that comparison seems very appropriate. If they can just win enough football games, they're no way going to be Kansas City like they were. They're not a playoff team, but if they can just keep the defenses at bay and play him sporadically in situations when you're 30 points up or down, and just be ready for next year, that's the ideal one. I'm just not sure how long you're going to be able to keep him off the field. I think that because Russell, he's a feast or famine guy. I do think he's capable, but there's going to come a time when you're 50-50, and if you're 50-50, go with the young guy.
Yeah.
At that point, when he becomes a better alternative, and he might even be a better alternative to winning football games, I think it'll be sooner than later.
And then finally, this is a quote. This isn't me. Who they call one of the big losers of the offseason are Jerry Jones and Cowboys fans. Now, it says the new documentary about the Cowboys only serves to shine further light on how much things have changed since the days when Dallas dominated the league. Meanwhile, Jones is embroiled in yet another contract dispute that should have easily been handled a year ago, this time with Micah Parsons actually firing back at him in the media. Cowboys look like a joke in this situation, largely because they are one, and you can bet your bottom dollar that we'll be right back doing this same thing next year with Tyler Smith, because Jones is constitutionally incapable of learning from his mistakes.
Well, again, you define a mistake. He defines it as an opportunity.
Have you thought about that? Do you think that we'll be back here again doing the Tyler Smith thing?
Absolutely. If it ain't him, it'll be somebody. It's always somebody, AJ. That's what I keep saying. This is nothing new for him or anybody else. Now, the joke part, it's real. He's now become a parody of himself, and we talked about this last week when it debuted. How are we going to feel as Cowboy fans when this is done? I mean, are we going to look at this like that article said and look at the rubble that I'm standing amongst? Look at what I have got as a fan. Look, how did I get here? How did I go from that to this? And I think there's a contingent of fans. I'm not one of them, to the extent that is sick and tired of it. Like, just enough. Cut him, play him, whatever. I'm just tired of you.
Yeah. Have we heard from Dr. Garrett? Are we good to go?
I have heard nothing to the negative.
No, we got to go to break right now.
So we should assume that we'll have him. We'll talk to Dr. Garrett from Arosty coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
AJ.
Oh, just kidding.
Beer.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I had a pumpkin and lager last night.
I'm out.
Oh.
I finished mine.
Oh, well.
It's 12 beers gone.
Well, I mean, they got them at H-E-B. They got them at the grocery stores, liquor stores. You can find it all over town, Rob, of course. And that's the great thing about Karbach is they have stamped their flag in San Antonio. They said, we want to be the San Antonio brewery, even though they're born and raised in Houston. The first keg that got sold outside of Houston came right here to San Antonio. They said early on they wanted to be in this market, and they have done a good job of that. You can find it all over the city, whether it's Love Street, that's their best seller, their Cold Style Blonde, or Hopadillo, their flagship IPA. You're going to find that one pretty regularly. Crawford Bach, you'll see. Ziegenbach, you see on a lot of taps as well. Oktoberfest out right now. The Pumpkin and Lager, what I just mentioned, out right now. Those are seasonals. You're going to find them in limited accounts. You'll find them at all the grocery stores, but limited accounts around town on tap. But most of these other ones, these year-round beers, you're going to be able to find, friends. And it's in bars, restaurants, all over town. So when you're watching football, you want to change, you want to elevate your beer game a little bit, go and ask your bartender to please make it a Karbach.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely slowing down. I-10 eastbound at Medical. We are getting reports of a stall. Looks like they just moved it off to the shoulder. Disabled vehicle 35 southbound FM 1103 left shoulder is blocked. 1604 northbound 151 on over to I-10. That's rolling slowly, about a 25-minute commute. About 20 minutes 37 northbound between 181 over to Brooklyn Avenue. 18 minutes 1604 westbound lookout on over to I-10. Also rolling a bit slowly on 410 eastbound Lakeside Parkway to Fredericksburg Road and Loop 410 northbound South WWI to Benzengelman. That's a solid 17-minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez. The Texas Chancla has your back.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from.
Bear Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Bear Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Bear Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to sasportstar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at sasportstar.com. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right, friends, enemies, and everyone in between. Let's go to the Buyers Barricade guest line. Where joining us now from Arasti, you know him, you love him. Let's welcome in Dr. Jason Garrett. Good morning, Dr. G.
Good morning. What's going on?
You know, we're living the dream here. Let's first get the important business out of the way. How did we do last week in the big competition?
Oh, man, it was.
Are you a champion?
No, definitely not a champion. It was the hardest thing I've ever done by far. And right before I jumped in the call, I was like, how old was everybody there? I went through all the lists. I was by far the oldest competitor by like 15 years over a bunch of these guys. Jeez. So the fact that we even qualified and I showed up and did pretty good, I'm thrilled with the results.
What's the most difficult thing you had to do?
Man, there were a bunch of things. So one was I had to do 60 deadlifts at 275 pounds and 30 strict handstand push-ups in one workout, and I did all of that in under 3 minutes. So that was pretty good.
Okay.
That was one of my better events.
Wow.
All right. I pulled a muscle tying my shoe last
I know.
It takes me 3 minutes to pee.
I've taken a horrible turn somewhere.
All right, Doc. Let's get into what's going on here. Joe Mixon is going to be out for at least 4 weeks with an ankle injury. I mean, should we? When we say ankle, there's obviously very different varieties of ankle injuries, and they all take a different amount of time to heal. But Joe Mixon, who hasn't done much of anything in preseason, and now he's going to miss 4 games. How serious must this ankle injury be to be like a almost a 3-month injury?
Yeah, if he invert ankle sprain, just how most people do it, like when you roll your ankle, putting 4 weeks on that is pretty unusual. You'd have to do a lot more weeks than that if he significantly tore something. So it's probably not an inversion ankle sprain. It's probably more of an eversion ankle sprain.
So inverse is when your foot turns in and your ankle goes out.
Yeah, then you do that big old lump on the outside of your ankle. Right. That's an inversion ankle sprain. Eversion is a little more dangerous because that's where you usually break an ankle and have a lot more bone bruising. So he probably didn't break the ankle. It wouldn't be 4 weeks. But he might have gotten a high ankle sprain, which, as we have talked about a bunch of times, those take forever to get better, and you've got to be really conservative with bringing them back.
You answered a question I was going to ask for those. It is the season. We're going to start hearing a lot about low and high ankle sprains. And for those that are new to the show, what's the primary difference?
So the first one we talked about, the low or the inversion ankle sprain, that's where pretty much everybody's done that. You've rolled your ankle. The palm of your foot turns in, and the outside gets sprained. That one is very easy to treat unless you broke it or severely tore something. Those respond really well, easy to fix. A high ankle sprain is where the bone that sits between your two leg bones, so your tibia and your fibula, there's a little bone that sits on top of that. It's called your talus. It gets driven up between those two, and it separates the membrane that holds those bones together. And so even if it feels not terrible right afterwards, as soon as you put weight back on it and you push off real hard, that bone acts as a wedge and it re-tears that membrane, and you have to have that fully healed before you can come back.
Asante Samuel Jr., who has been very good for the most part but can't seem to stay healthy, he is going to undergo a CT scan in October on his neck to ensure a successful spinal fusion. He is not going to try to sign with the team for the first half of the season. He's going to try and come back and play the second half of the season in hopes that he can get a big deal coming up for 2026. But when they say successful spinal fusion, how much risk is there in coming back from that? And like, is his performance going to be the same?
Yeah, the biggest risk is anytime you fuse a vertebrae, that means the segment above and below are now under way more strain. So you're more likely to herniate a disc above and below. You don't have the shock absorption disc in there because you fused it. That's what it means is you have an intervertebral disc between each vertebrae, which is kind of cartilaginous, almost like a meniscus, acts as a little shock absorber. And when they fuse it, they make it basically bone on bone to create one big segment, which reduces your range of motion, puts more stress on the joints above and below it, and makes you more likely to fracture it in the future. So it's not like a significant increase in a severe neck injury, but it's significant enough that, as you get older, that's not something you really want to mess around with.
So when they fuse them, they're just using the nuts and bolts, and they're screwing those things together, right?
Yeah, sometimes they put like a bone concrete, a bone paste between them. So they go and they drill out the damaged disc, the herniated disc, and then they put like a bone paste in there. Usually they put some small plates. Sometimes they put some more hardware, depending on the surgeon, depending on the injury and where it's at. It can be pretty expensive. You can have some of those surgeries. I have a buddy who owns a spine implant company. He did a surgery recently where they took out a bunch of hardware, put a bunch back in. Just his cost for the spine implant stuff, not the surgical cost, was $260,000 in pieces.
Ooh.
I think I'd just retire. I'd just retire.
Yeah, I'll just sit here.
I just pretend like your head's all off to the side.
I'm good.
I need a fusion. I just go to Home Depot and get like one of those paint sticks and some duct tape.
Yeah.
That's the way I do it. Doc, Caitlin Clark has now not played in a lady basketball game since July 15th. We're sitting here, 7 weeks after that, and they're still talking about this groin injury. I mean, am I crazy to think that typically we don't see groin injuries take this long to heal unless there's like a surgery done? Like, is this an extraordinary amount of time for her to miss with a non-surgical groin injury?
So the standard muscle pull, whether it's a hamstring or a groin, is usually 6 to 8 weeks. So it's not super uncommon. Now, for a high-end athlete like that has hopefully unlimited access to really good care, if it's just a standard groin pull, she should be back in 3 to 4 weeks at the longest, which makes me think there's probably some tearing in there. It could be even where the inserts on the pubic symphysis might be torn away a little bit, and those things just take longer to heal.
All right, my favorite surgical procedure of the week is thoracic outlet decompression surgery. That was done on Philadelphia Phillies' Zach Wheeler. Had to do with, remember he had a blood clot and he had this surgery. What exactly is thoracic outlet decompression surgery?
So usually there's either a cervical vertebrae that's not normally there in most people, or your collarbone for whatever reason starts pressing on your brachial plexus, which the brachial plexus is where all the nerves in your neck come out and go down your arm. They create a plexus or kind of like a grid, and that goes under your collarbone. If you have any abnormalities in there, or there's just some tight tissues that are compressing that brachial plexus, then you get thoracic outlet syndrome, which is nerve and pain all the way down your arm. So depending on what was causing it, they go in there and they release the tissues or remove the bone that's putting the pressure on it. And then usually it's not like a miraculous surgery where you're kind of fixed. They hope they get rid of it and then it gets better. But then there's the risk of scar tissue building back up and it all coming back anyway.
Jason Sanders, the Dolphins kicker, he's undergoing some imaging, but they're saying he's out at least 4 weeks with a hip injury, and saying that he says they don't need surgery, but he does need plenty of time to get this right. What type of injury are we talking about that wouldn't need surgery, but he's going to need 4 to 6 weeks to start kicking again?
Usually with a kicker, it's a hip flexor strain. And so if you can imagine, if you watch those guys kick and they get their hips super extended and then use that to whip their foot through, anytime that you have a hip flexor injury and you put your hip in severe hip extension, like when you want to kick a football, and then you come through and you contact it, if there's some damage down there, every time you kick a ball, it's causing another little micro tear. And so those things can be pretty devastating to a kicker. They got to be real careful with bringing him back as well.
All right. That is Dr. Jason Garrett from Arosty. We're going to keep him busy now that football season getting into full swing. We appreciate the time, Doc, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Doc.
All right. Thanks, guys.
And there you go. Dr. Jason Garrett from Arosty. He and all our guests join us via the Buyers Barricade guest line.
I hate to break it to you, but he's your age.
He's 45.
Did you hear what he did?
Yeah.
Is
he not old. He's not old.
But on the scale of not old, where do you fall?
We're the same age.
And he's lifting like 1,000 pounds in 30 seconds.
No, he was deadlifting a Mini Cooper.
And you're the same age. Are you old?
Why are you trying to make me feel bad?
I'm just saying, because I'm old.
You are. You've got electrical tape holding your shirt together. You're old.
My shirt's as old as you. So I'm just
that
saying
shirt's old. I'm not that.
I'm just saying on the scale.
You have orthopedic Nikes. Look at you.
Hey man, don't diss orthotics. Orthotics are a godsend.
I mean, I do have gout. So
I bet Dr. Garrett don't have no gout.
And I got the
He kicked gout's ass.
I got the beatus.
I got the beatus.
Yeah. So we're just all in bad shape.
I'd take a daily dose of Flomax.
That's true.
See, I take Metamucil.
Oh man. Hey, a little quick note here. Adam Schefter reporting the Panthers and the Vikings have finalized an Adam Thielen
on
trade.
His way. Good for him.
All it took was Adam Thielen's wife saying she wanted to get the hell out of Carolina.
That sucks.
Vikings get Adam Thielen, a conditional 7th round pick and a 2027 5th round pick.
For what?
Panthers get a 4th and a 5th round pick.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
So
Thielen going home.
Yeah.
He's 117 years old.
He's younger than I am. So
a little bit.
Right? Don't know how to take that exactly. Don't know how to take that exactly. All right. Let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, I'm going to give away some missions tickets. I got a family 4-pack for $2 Tuesday. Oh, the hated Hooks.
Yeah.
Although that's Astros organization, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not there.
Oh, I don't hate them that much.
We know Corpus sucks.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And got a little NBA to talk, and I've got a question for you about Arch Manning. We'll do that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the college football season gets underway this weekend. And the big game, Texas and Ohio State.
Our UT insider Bob Ballou will join us at 3:35.
And the Cowboys got down to 53, but do they stay that way? Any additions coming?
You know, Shoddy calls it the second draft. What adds do the Cowboys make?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off. Free UPS shipping and add code radio for an extra 5% off.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
They had a drone attack on the Kremlin, man. Okay. Putin says that he thinks that the Ukrainians tried to assassinate him.
How would a drone get that close to the president?
Russia kind of faked a little insurgent attack on themselves, so they did this thing and said, those Ukrainians tried to kill me.
That's how he talks.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Seems like back to school happens earlier each year.
First day of school coming in hot.
And this year, my kids had massive supply lists.
Folders, notebooks, and pens. Oh, the humanity.
But Staples had everything I needed, with some items just 25 cents.
Watch the small print.
No. My back-to-school budget was saved by Staples Easy Button.
Everything for school. In stock and as low as 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Ends 9/13 while supplies last.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry, San Antonio, Texas.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications, we do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
The long weekend sale is on at Target with exciting deals you won't want to miss. Stock up on grilling must-haves for a few more sunny barbecues. And while you're at it, ease into sweater weather with fresh new fits for the fam. Whether you're hosting, relaxing, or showing off your new style, Target has your deal in-store, online, and in the Target app. Hurry and save more with the long weekend sale happening now through Monday. Only at Target.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Imagine if today was the day your idea changed someone's life. Imagine if you could help someone pay for college, help your community build a new playground, or help a child make it to that dream competition. With GoFundMe, it's all possible. GoFundMe is the world's #1 fundraising platform trusted by over 200 million people. Every week, ordinary people meet their goals and do extraordinary things. Your ideas matter. GoFundMe isn't just for emergencies. Want to raise money for your kid's soccer team or raise funds for a small business, a creative project, or event? GoFundMe helps you turn ideas into reality. And help adds up. Fundraisers you start for someone else raise up to 5 times more. So think right now, who could use your help? Change rarely comes from waiting. It comes from someone deciding, today I'll start. Don't wait for someone else to bring change. Today, start your fundraiser in just minutes at GoFundMe.com/power. That's GoFundMe.com/power to start your fundraiser. GoFundMe.com/POWER. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe.
Now is the best time to buy a Connecticut water softener. With current models being closed out to make way for the new ones, you can save big. Call Connecticut at 656-PURE and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you. That's 656-PURE.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely slowing down. I-10 eastbound at Medical. We are getting reports of a stall. Looks like they just moved it off to the shoulder. Disabled vehicle 35 southbound FM 1103. Left shoulder is blocked. 1604 northbound 151 on over to I-10. That's rolling slowly. About a 25-minute commute. About 20 minutes 37 northbound between 181 over to Brooklyn Avenue. 18 minutes 1604 westbound. Lookout on over to I-10. Also rolling a bit slowly on 410 eastbound Lakeside Parkway to Fredericksburg Road and Loop 410 northbound South WWI to Benzengelman. That's a solid 17-minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
NFL Cutdown Day has come and gone, and the Dallas Cowboys said goodbye to a couple of veterans, namely Will Greer at quarterback. At wide receiver, Jalen Brooks is now gone. Tight end, they said goodbye to John Stevens. And finally, the little one, Deuce Vaughn, released as well. In some local news, former Judson and UTSA star safety Rashad Wisdom made the Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yes, 9:02 on the Morning Huddle. Good morning, everybody. How we doing out there, San Antonio? Happy Hump Day. Hump Day. We've almost made it. We've almost made it, friends. Football season is week 1 of college football starts tomorrow. No week 0, no made-up nonsense. It's the real deal.
So we got our first game tomorrow, 4:30.
Yes. And then the floodgates open.
Starting at what, 11?
The perpetual floodgates
we've got
open.
We've got a game tomorrow. 2 games. Is it 2 games tomorrow?
No, there's like 4 or 5, 6 games tomorrow. There's a bunch of games tomorrow.
And then we got the Friday night Auburn-Baylor.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And
we
then,
got a lot of stuff coming.
Saturday at 11 is when the true party begins.
No, well, don't discount. Don't discount what we've got tomorrow. I won't stand for that anymore.
I'm not upset with it. It's just beginning tomorrow. But the Saturday is going to be one for the books.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a great Saturday, no doubt. Tomorrow we've got Boise State, South Florida. That's the big one. You can go over to Big Ten Network if you want to see Ohio and Rutgers. We've got Wyoming and Akron. We've got Buffalo and Minnesota. We've got It's Corn, Nebraska and Cincinnati.
That's actually a pretty decent football game.
Yeah, Big Ten versus Big 12. We got Miami of Ohio versus Wisconsin. So there's some decent action to be had tomorrow.
Feels like an undercard.
It is.
It's a good undercard.
And then Friday, you've got Appalachian State at Charlotte, Kennesaw State at Wake Forest, Georgia Tech at Colorado.
Got a new quarterback in Colorado.
UNLV Sam Houston. And Auburn at Baylor is the big one. Yeah. And then Saturday, of course, we start with Texas, Ohio State. You can get Mississippi State, Southern Miss, also on the morning slate. Who else is a good? You get Penn State, Nevada, Alabama, Florida State's the big game at 2:30. And then your head. Oh well, I guess for around here, let's say Texas A&M and UTSA, 6 o'clock,
and then the night.
And then it's 6:30. You got Clemson, LSU.
That's going to be a gunfight. I hope the game that kicks at 6 is over by about 6:15, so that I can put my attention elsewhere.
You better hope so. Mm-hmm. You better hope so. Damn it. So yeah, we got a good. And then Sunday we got Virginia Tech at South Carolina. Is the early game, and then the evening kick on Big ABC on the big channel. Notre Dame and Miami, Catholics versus convicts.
Still a thing.
Oh, yes. A top 10 match. And then Monday Night Raw, TCU at North Carolina, the debut of Bill Belichick. How about that?
Which is going to be worth the watch just to see how it goes.
That's right. Hey, I had an Arch Manning question for you while we're here on this college football. all this hype about Arch Manning. I saw a story today about the 5 moments that led Arch Manning to prepare for this one. And it brought me to the question of how big of an overreaction one way or the other is there going to be after this Texas-Ohio State game in regards to Arch Manning?
In my history, the overreaction to the negative will be twice as much to the positive.
Okay.
Because if he just plays his game, he will the expectations are you're great, just don't make a mistake. But every mistake's going to be magnified by 3. I mean, if he comes out and throws a couple interceptions and still wins the game, I don't think there'll be a lot of overreaction. But this defense for Ohio State they're all gone. These are all new dudes. He's going against the weakest Ohio State defense they've had in a minute. Even though
chances are good, they'll still be pretty good.
They reload. So I think I'm not going to – but the thought process is if you're ever going to beat Ohio State in the horseshoe, it's now. It's not right now. A freshman quarterback and half their defense has been taken to the NFL. Now, they do reload, but this is one of those things that I think the closer we get to the game, more and more money is going to fall on Texas because more people are going to be looking at this Ohio State team and going, oh, yeah, that cornerback's in the NFL. Those running backs are gone. That cornerback's in the NFL. That safety's back, but the other safety's gone. This offense should be able to run by them. And I think Texas is going to be probably propped up a little bit too high. They're going to react to the negative. If they win the game, you might as well just give them the Heisman. You think the hype is big now, just go in and beat Ohio State. I don't care if you throw 3 interceptions. You won the game.
I will say this about Ohio State defensively. I think they got a big downgrade at defensive coordinator this offseason. They lose Jim Knowles to Penn State, which that's never good to
across
lose.
The street.
Yeah. And you bring in Matt Patricia, who
I thought he was a better offensive coordinator. But that's just
I do not think highly of Matt Patricia. Bill Belichick liked to have yes men around him. They like to have people who basically did the job that he wanted them to do.
Patricia's a genius. I think.
Are you kidding me? What makes you think that?
No, I'm talking about as a person. That guy's a rocket scientist. I mean, he's a brilliant guy. He's a genius, but he's like a functionary. Yes. I think he draws great lines and does a lot of things, but the extraneous stuff, the coaching part, I don't know.
That's what we're asking. We're not asking him to be Goodwill Hunting and draw on the board at MIT.
Right. I think you can design the hell out of a defense, but can you coach the players in that defense after you've designed it? That's going to be the question in college. So getting back to the Arch question, the positive you upgrade by half, the negative you multiply times 2. You know what I mean?
If they lose that game, people are going to lose their mind. Arch is overrated.
All of it.
I don't know where I'm going to sit because I already think that Arch is a little bit overrated. And if they lost, I would just kind of be like, well, yeah, he's a young quarterback. This is going to happen. But the expectations are to a point now where anytime he loses, it's going to be a big deal.
It's going to hurt, and especially freshmen lose in dumb ways. There's one way to lose, and that's just the other team outscores you. You didn't do anything wrong. Your offense was fine. You just got outscored. But freshmen throw interceptions. Freshmen run the wrong way. But our first-year starters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mistakes they make are very different than senior mistakes. So the way you lose will matter too.
I think so too. And you don't want it to be the quarterback's fault.
No pick sixes. No stumble out of the pocket with a fumble. Don't pull a Sterner. Don't do anything that looks absolutely ridiculous that can be replayed over and over as a negative highlight. That's the kind of stuff that stings.
Yeah. The backup quarterback for Texas, and I know nobody thinks they'll ever have to hear his name, is Matthew Caldwell, who transferred in from Troy. That's right. Troy.
But he's like 25 years old.
Before that, he was at Gardner-Webb.
Yeah.
And before that, he was at Jacksonville State. Before Jacksonville State was a D1 program.
He's just there so he can buy the beer.
Maybe so.
He's the guy with the ID.
And then beyond him, it's a redshirt freshman, Trey Owens, and a true freshman, KJ Lacey.
Yeah, Diabell isn't here yet, guys. He doesn't get here until next year.
So if Arch isn't what – I mean, you talk about all your eggs in one basket. this is the basket.
And, Texas fan, I want you to take stock in the good fortune you've had over the last 3 or 4 years. You've been too deep at quarterback for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You lost quarterbacks to injury and ignorance, and it didn't really matter. Now it will.
Now it will matter. I'm curious to see what the reaction is to Arch, win or lose. Because if they win, I think people are going to be like, oh, my God, Texas is winning the national title.
What
Arch
happens
is the Heisman.
if he throws for 350, 2 touchdowns, and they lose?
There's going to be some real questions about the defense, first of all.
But do you think it'll reflect on him?
No. I think if he plays like that, I don't think so. But if he does that, they don't lose.
Well, that's also probably a true statement. But it is possible for both things to be correct, that he has a great game, but the team isn't good enough.
But I do think there will be panic if
panic would be a good word.
I don't know the last time I thought of a guy having this much pressure for one game, and it's not like a national championship game. It feels like all of Longhorn Nation's hopes and dreams are all attached to this one game, because if he's a dud, suddenly it makes the whole season feel a lot different.
Mm-hmm. It won't be quite the realization that you went through with the Ewers, where Ewers, I mean, had a great college career, but he didn't measure up to the 5 stars. He didn't measure up as the best charted quarterback since Peyton or whatever that guy, whatever the numbers were. He didn't, but he had an extraordinary career. And once I think Texas adjusted their expectations to what he's truly capable of, things got a whole lot better. And maybe the best thing that could happen to Arch is maybe not have the great games coming out of the box, and then just show that kind of improvement. Maybe the expectations need to be lowered just a little bit.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't think you're ever hoping to lose a game.
No, but you want to win and win doing it wonderfully. But this is a first-year starter quarterback stepping into SEC land, and worse than that, taking on the national championship on the road at what is essentially 10 o'clock in the morning by your body clock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the worst case scenario on a lot of different fronts.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, but it's a good, if you pass that test also, boy, it's going to feel like.
I'd be interested to see how Sark is handling this early kickoff. Is he making his kids wake up earlier? Are they practicing different? Because an 11 a.m. kickoff, they only see that once a year. That's the
they have Texas isn't they're not unusual with the early kicks.
Maybe 3 a year, man. I know the OU game's always early, but there aren't that many 11 a.m. kicks.
I would imagine preparation is probably very similar to that. Now I will say
that's 10 a.m. on their body clock, though. I mean, they're playing at 10.
Yeah, I would imagine this is a lot different than when Vince went to the Horseshoe. That was a nighttime game, and that was a crowd and I bet Texas said we're not going back there if we're playing at night.
There's a lot of things about, in my experience, athletes are a lot like kindergartners, that we need structure. I want to eat at the same time every day. I want to practice at the same time every day. I have this internal clock, and when it does get shaken, when it does get off kilter, it is kind of hard to adjust. So I would be interested to see how they prepared for this game in particular. Getting up, working out at 8 a.m. in the morning. You have to eat 3 hours earlier than you're accustomed to. It's all those little things that you don't think about, that you're halfway through the game, you got to go poop because you ate at the wrong time.
Have you seen Texas's early season schedule? I imagine all of the focus for any amount of focus that you could have piled in for August and September all went to this one game.
Oh, they've been practicing for Ohio State since May.
Yeah, because if you lose to UTEP or San Jose State or Sam Houston, then it doesn't matter what the result of the Ohio State game is. Like, this game is it's all they've been focused on. So I imagine they've built their entire practice routine around what it's going to be like to play this game.
But you know what it's like to get a bunch of kids ready to play at like a 9 a.m. game. Like half the team's asleep. And you're like, man, everybody get busy. We got this is important.
But also, I can't imagine them not being hyped up for this game either.
And that's the other side of this. How much is he going to handle that?
Because I always wonder, like, the teams that, and these are the teams that usually get bit in the ass, are teams. And this has happened to A&M before. Teams who are playing week one a team that they should, on paper, have no problem with, and they sleepwalk into it, and then it's like, oh, my God, these guys are here to play.
Well, it normally happens because the next game is the big one. And the next game is you're playing Notre Dame next week, but this way you got App State. So you've been practicing for the other team, but the other team's been practicing for you.
Exactly. Yeah, this is their Super Bowl.
I think both Ohio State and Texas can look at this, and if you're realists, and you don't say it to your team and you don't say it to everybody else, but we could lose this game. We could lose this game and be just fine, and especially if we learn from it.
Texas is an underdog in this game.
So, at the end of the day, I think Sark and Day both realize if we lose, it ain't the end of the world, but I'm going to have to do so much extra work to protect my young quarterback, to reinforce my alumni that this is all right. It's just this weekend kind of thing, and that's both coaches.
Yep. All right, let's do a family 4-pack of Missions tickets. How about that? Missions and the Hooks. That's a $2 Tuesday, September 2nd. How about a family 4-pack for you? 4 of you going to go eat some $2 dogs, $2 beers, $2 sodies.
Sausage wraps.
Yeah, $2 pizza slices. It's hard to beat that, friends. Entertainment for the whole family. Let's go with caller number 4, since it's a family 4-pack. Caller number 4, you're going to go see the Missions and the Hooks on Tuesday, September 2nd. All right, we'll be right back. We'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working trouble spots on 1604 westbound approaching Redland Road. That wreck is in the left lane. 8-minute delay has you stop and go from Judson Road. On I-10 eastbound just past Fulton, northwest side of town, this wreck is blocking the center median. A little bit of stop and go from Fresno. On 281 northbound as you approach Isom, that wreck is in the right lane. A little bit of a delay from Airport. On I-10 eastbound at Medical, that stall is off to the right shoulder, and a stall at 35 southbound FM 1103, left shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Defense! The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats live from the stands, and we've got a special update. Sources confirm fans using the Vivid Seats app are racking up rewards with every ticket and doing it fast. With an unbeatable lineup of seats and perks that go the distance, why use any other app for game day? Don't fumble this season. Grab your tickets through Vivid Seats, download their app, earn rewards, and as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, get $20 off your first $200 in-app purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the college football season gets underway this weekend, and a big game, Texas and Ohio State.
Our UT insider Bob Ballou will join us at 3:35.
And the Cowboys got down to 53, but do they stay that way? Any additions coming?
You know, Shoddy calls it the second draft. What adds do the Cowboys make?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Be with harmony.
See, this could have been one of two songs.
Oh, I knew.
You down with it?
Man, I'll drop a load on him.
Drop a deuce on him?
All right, friends. Happy Hump Day. We're battling. We're fighting our way through on a Hump Day. Mm-hmm. We know you guys probably head to a real job, and that's gonna suck. No. So we can't complain too much. But I hope your week finishes strong. And when I say your week finishes strong, I hope your Wednesday finishes strong, because tomorrow's essentially the weekend because there's football. Sure, we're gonna have to come to work. But after work, we're gonna go home. I mean, Rob and I are probably gonna take a nap, and then we're gonna watch football. Oh, the long national nightmare is finally over. Finally. All right. Let's see what's going on in the world outside of sports. And we talked about Bruce Springsteen yesterday. Born to Run, 50 years old as of yesterday. And someone else talked about Bruce Springsteen yesterday as well. He was talking about Born in the USA. Mm-hmm. Aaron Lewis, are you familiar with Aaron Lewis?
Yeah, from Stained.
From Stained, yeah. He became a country music guy.
Okay.
Lewis is a very conservative fella, and Bruce is not a very conservative fella.
The opposite. Yeah.
He said, the fact that he duped us all with one of the most anti-American songs ever and called it Born in the USA is some sort of celebration of how great it is to be born in the USA. I'm angry at myself for not seeing it so long ago and actually giving him, in my mind, the credit of being a representation of blue-collar America.
You don't get it. You don't. What?
I mean,
do you think This Land Is Your Land, when Guthrie wrote it, do you think that was a happy song?
No. Now, listen, this is a guy who the song is talking about a veteran who comes home and he can't get help at the VA. Yeah, man.
What I fought for, and I came home to this.
Which at the time was obviously
absolutely true.
Not necessarily in 1984, but he's singing about a thing that really happened.
I witnessed it.
But if you don't pay attention to the words of songs.
Oh, there's been songs I've sung and go, wait a minute. I'm singing about killing myself.
I don't do the
wait
words.
a minute.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the guys who tell Tom Morello, stick to music. Stick to making music.
Dude.
Like, don't you realize this is what
this is my music.
I never thought that Rage Against the Machine was a bunch of government-hating
Shut up
liberals.
and dance. Rage Against the Machine.
But my favorite part of the story is that Aaron Lewis has a "Don't Tread on Me" tattoo across his throat.
Which is apropos. I don't want to be tread there either.
That's American.
So Stained.
Yeah. Yep. Stained's latest album, number 64 on the top 200 charts.
I recognize this guy.
His last solo album
Yeah.
peaked at 175.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Bruce doesn't care much what Aaron Lewis thinks of him. But, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are like, I didn't know what that song was about. That pisses me off now.
Wait a minute.
I used to love that song.
This had a good beat and it was easy to dance to.
Yeah.
What about Tub Thumbin'? Like, what song is that about?
Where it's about getting knocked down and getting up again.
That's it, right?
Yes.
Well, he's an alcoholic.
You're never going to keep me down.
A whiskey drink, a lager drink.
A cider drink.
I mean,
boy, thank goodness I got out of Vegas.
What happened?
The Bureau of Land Management is investigating the discovery of dozens of piles of human cremains outside of Las Vegas.
What?
Yeah, about 70 piles of ashes on a dirt road.
How did they know it's human? I guess they tested?
They've tested.
Why did they think it was human? What made them think, wait a minute, this could be human ashes? Was there like a tooth?
Yeah.
Like a fingernail or something?
I guess so. There's no law in Nevada barring a person from scattering ashes on public land, but the policy limits commercial distribution of cremated remains. So it seems like some cremation company, instead of disposing of things properly...
Oh, like nobody picked them up.
I guess.
They had like 40 jars of people. And
Well, I don't know what...
How much is left over?
That's what I want to know. Like, by the time they burn me up...
It's literally in a small square box.
Okay.
I thought so, right?
Yeah.
But there's got to be leftover, right? What happens if I'm too much of me for the box? What do they do with the rest? They give you like a side box? Is it like when you order a milkshake and they bring you the little cup that it got shaken up in next to your milkshake cup so you can pour the rest in?
Something.
Yeah.
On average, the leftover is between 4 and 6 pounds.
Okay.
Or 3 to 3.5 liters, or 183 to 213 cubic inches in volume.
So just a 3 liter. Let's just think
like
about
you're holding
that.
a milk jug.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit more than a milk jug.
Okay.
That's not all going to fit in like one of those little boxes. So they got to do something with it. Dump it on the side of the road, I guess.
I just take it to Vegas and dump it there.
Yeah. I mean,
Sprinkle them over Phoebe Cates.
hey, is everybody? Here's the headline: Stop what you're doing right now, and check if your ding dong is moldy. Do you have a moldy ding dong?
How would I? I mean, is it green?
I don't know.
Green mold, or?
I mean, is it a good thing?
The maker of ding dongs, which owns Hostess Brands, has issued a withdrawal notice in the U.S. over concerns that the product could be contaminated by mold.
Like the chocolate ding dong with the delicious
with
the thin
marshmallow filling?
Yeah, what do you think I was talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't had one of those in
doorbell.
like 30 years.
I must say, I thought that protective aluminum foiled all.
Well, here's what happened. A mechanical issue with a piece of equipment created conditions that could support the development of mold in the product prior to the expiration date.
Is it growing on the food or the wrapper? Because I don't think the food could grow anything.
It would have been inside
plastic.
the food, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So what is inside of a ding dong can actually foster the growth of mold?
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought that.
So if you think that your ding dong is moldy, there's only 5 batches now, but their expiration dates are between August 30th and September 3rd. So if you find those ding-dongs in your home, do not put ding-dongs in your mouth. Do not put a moldy ding-dong in your mouth.
That kind of goes without saying. When was the last time you had a ding-dong in your mouth?
I don't mess with ding-dongs. I like Twinkies. I like Zingers.
What about moon pies? You down with a moon pie?
I don't like marshmallow.
Well, that's in a ding-dong. I can see. Okay.
Yeah. And I like Zingers.
I don't know what a zinger is.
It's like a Twinkie, but with a layer of frosting on the top.
I've seen the zingers. Yeah, they're not bad. I haven't had a Twinkie or a ding-dong in forever since I bought this shirt.
That is forever. That is forever. A woman.
Wait, the zingers have the. Oh no, those are not. I don't appreciate those.
You don't like those?
I don't like the red ones. I like the chocolate ones.
I like the vanilla ones. The vanilla is my favorite.
I don't think I've ever had the vanilla. I've had the chocolate.
I haven't had any.
That red one doesn't look good to me.
I don't like red. I don't like that. I like zingers, vanilla zingers for breakfast. That's a good gas station breakfast.
Yeah, I'm down with something.
With some chocolate milk.
I wish I could drink chocolate milk.
Well,
I can't do anything.
In your diabetic taste, aspire higher to a ding dong. You want something better. If you're gonna sin, commit a sin.
You don't want to.
You don't want to waste it on a ding dong.
If I eat 2 vanilla zingers, that would literally be it for the day.
I'm not sure anything.
AJ,
Is there anything natural in that at all, other than maybe flour?
I don't even know if there's flour in it. No, I can't imagine.
No.
But I mean, you don't eat that. You're not eating it to fuel your body. You're eating it because it tastes good.
But I was just wondering if those that are diabetically challenged.
Yeah.
This was probably
like what's in a McDonald's burger. I mean, I don't know. I'm not worried about that. If you're eating McDonald's, you're not worried about what's in it.
Well, right. What's the first ingredient you think was zinger?
Zing.
Is it a
zest?
What's the, is it a chemical?
It's some kind. Yeah, sugar.
Yeah, it's literally is.
It's a chemical.
Oh, it's sugar.
There you go.
Yeah, it's all just piled up sugar, and they mold it into a form, and that's it.
Sugar, flour, wheat flour. Yeah.
More sugar.
Yeah, and it just goes
Food
on
coloring.
and on.
So it says sugar, flour, and then wheat flour?
Yeah.
That means there's a different kind of flour, that first flour.
Well,
what kind of flour is that one?
I use multiple
kinds of
flour,
flour?
in my cookie making.
Dang,
but they're mostly wheat flour, right? You're not doing like.
I use regular flour and cake flour when I make cookies.
But that's still wheat flour. This is they had to separate that.
I don't know.
So it's flour from something else.
It could be. It could be from cremated bodies outside of Las Vegas.
I think that might be.
We'd never know.
Wait a minute.
There's 48 grams of sugar in one of those.
Good grief.
Yeah.
That's like a can of soda.
What's crazy is it doesn't even look like that thing weighs 48 grams.
No. Like a Harry Potter tent.
North Liberty, Iowa. A woman there in North Liberty faces multiple charges. She was arrested. She's 34 years old. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this gal? Old or not old?
Doesn't look old.
She does have what I would consider meth-like.
Oh, there are certain
features.
meth-like scabs. There is some picking and scabbing.
Yeah. She was arrested at a gas station, at a Quick Star gas station, when she was asking multiple people to blow into her interlock device for her. Police found 34-year-old Kristen State sitting in the driver's seat of a running vehicle when they arrived. And they noticed a strong smell of alcohol. They also noticed she had watery and bloodshot eyes. And she told them, "I'm not drinking. I've got an interlock on my car." Well, the blood alcohol test.
Have you ever helped?
Showed
have you ever done that for anybody?
That's a lie. No. She blew a .351. That's 0.351.
Well,
that's like she got drunk and then said,
"I'm gonna get drunk.
I'm gonna double that.
I'm drunk, and then I'm gonna get drunk
and then I'm gonna
again.
double that." And then I'm going to drink a little bit more.
She's got
and then I'm going to ask somebody to blow in my car's interlock. Oh, boy.
I'm not saying I've done that, but I know it's happened.
I'll tell you what. If I ever blew a .351, you know what I would blame it on? Moldy ding-dong. That's I say I had a moldy ding dong. That's
No.
it's got to be it.
If you ever blew that high of content, I'd blame it on one of those weird beers you just drank. It's that strawberry beer I just had.
It must be that. I don't
19% alcohol beer I just had.
That's the thing. You don't ever want to tell the cops that part.
Oh no, you don't say it. But if you showed them the beer, you go, how bad could it be?
Hey, I feel like there's some anger over the handling of over a funeral director's handling of a body.
Is he from Vegas?
No, he's from England. A funeral director has been banned from maternity wards and mortuaries in Leeds after keeping babies' bodies at her home. What? One mother said she had been left screaming after discovering her dead son had been put in a baby bouncer watching cartoons at this lady's house. Now, she said she's only ever had 2 complaints in her 8 years of running the baby loss support and funeral service, but that was one of them. Putting the dead baby in a baby bouncer in front of a TV. You're not supposed to do that when you work at the funeral home. You're not supposed to do that.
Let me tell you, there's something going on in that basement.
Oh,
my. There's something strange afoot going on, and that's the least of it. You got a swinging dead baby in front of a TV. There's something else going on in that house.
So she set up this group after her own daughter was stillborn in 2017. So her business offers free handprints, photographs, baby clothing, and a dedicated funeral service. Miss Ward said that the boy's body had been picked up from the hospital, and she thought it would be in a professional setting. But when she went round to visit the next day, Miss Upton was watching cartoons with her son's body next to her in a baby bouncer.
So freaking weird. That is beyond.
She said, "Come on in. We're watching PJ Masks."
Oh, we are.
There's a cat scratcher in the corner. I can hear a dog barking, and there was another dead baby on the sofa. What? I don't want to call anybody crazy. This bitch crazy. That's
horrifying.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to go with that, man.
Finally, in Leavenworth, Kansas, a 44-year-old man has been found guilty of sexual battery against a law enforcement officer. Cleo Williams Jr., back in December of last year, at a Leavenworth apartment complex, police responded to a domestic disturbance. And while he was being arrested, he tongue-kissed an officer on the neck. Our officers work hard, and we respect and appreciate the services they provide. However, any form of inappropriate physical contact, including kissing, is unacceptable. That's the DA.
Officer, you want to frisk me?
Are you sure
I might be
you want to
carrying
frisk
a
me?
weapon. Come on in here close.
La lengua.
Oh, yeah. So, he has been found guilty. Sentencing will be later today. Oh, no, it's September 26th. They're going to find out sentencing. I don't know what the sentencing is. I don't know what you do. Like, what are you in for? I don't tongue-kissed a cop.
Are they dating now?
I don't know.
Maybe it was a meet cute.
I don't know.
Maybe now they have a great story to tell their grandkids.
You silly.
I was taking your grandpa down, and he licked me on the neck.
Silly.
And then I knew right then.
I knew he was the one. I knew he was the one. Of course, he can't get a job now, and we have to tell the police every time we move. But no big deal.
But then I admit it was me he assaulted.
We're in love. All right, let's take a break. Our last break of the day, friends, and when we come back, we'll wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. Rob, tell me about Arosty, friend.
I will tell you about Arosty. If you're living in pain, you should know the name Arosty because Arosty stands on one thing perfectly well. That is getting people out of pain fast. And what Arosty does is unique in the medical field because this has nothing to do with medications to dull or hide the pain. Certainly not surgery to prolong the improvement. This is your body fixing itself. And if you're dealing with soft tissue injuries, lower back issues, sprains or strains for sure, all the way up to plantar fasciitis and those tension headaches that start in the middle of your back and punch you right in the nose. Arosty can fix that and so much more. And when you look at Arosty's growth over the last 10 years. You can see how effective they've been. They're adding new locations all the time. And here's the great news. You never need a referral to go see an Arasti provider. And to find one, I recommend going to Arasti.com. They got a map of all of them, and there's one less than 10 minutes from where you are now. Listen, don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. I am living proof. Arasti can fix you and fix you fast. If you're dealing with that lower back issues that you're just used to laying on your back on a board for the next couple of weeks, go to Arasti. It's been a godsend for me. If you just rolled an ankle and you got to get back in the game, go to Arasti. It works. Trust me. They accept most insurances. And again, you never need a referral. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. If you want to reserve online, it's Arasti.com. But listen, don't let pain keep you out of doing things that you love. There's a fix out there. It's Arasti. Let them take care of you. And when they do, come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is calling all golfers. The Fall Golf Classic is back. Mark your calendars for Monday, September 29th, and lock in your spot for one of the most fun golf events of the year at the Olympia Hills Golf Club. For just $120 per player, or $400 for a foursome, you'll get 18 holes of fun, friendly competition, and non-stop laps with your crew. But don't wait. Spots will sell out fast. And once they're gone, they're gone. This isn't your average uptight tournament. It's all about cutting loose, enjoying the day, and supporting a great cause. The Community Foundation of the Hill Country, presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and sponsored by Fly by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. And when the final putt drops, the party's just getting started. Head over to the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road for the official after party. Cold drinks, great food, and the perfect finish to a perfect day. Don't get left out. Grab your crew, grab your clubs, and get ready for a Monday you won't forget. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You ever get decision paralysis, like figuring out what to watch or what to eat? Well, the same applies if you're hiring. It can be overwhelming to have too many candidates to sort through. But with ZipRecruiter, you can proactively find the best ones quickly. How? Through their innovative resume database. ZipRecruiter's resume database uses advanced filtering to quickly hone in on top candidates for your roles. See someone who stands out? You can unlock their contact info instantly. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, Jen, you ready for a girls' night in?
Absolutely. A little wine, a little JTV.
Yes, I love jewelry television.
I'm obsessed with their Italian gold designs.
Me too. And their colored gemstone jewelry. So many different gemstones. Absolutely gorgeous. I shop on TV and online.
Right now, new customers receive 25% off their first purchase of $50 or more when they visit jtv.com/radio.
More wine?
Yes, and more JTV.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
How far is too far? In the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, that's up to you. Powered by a new 1.6-liter Turbo 4 engine, it's the iconic SUV, reimagined to put today's adventures and tomorrow's dreams in reach. So go ahead, keep the good times going. The all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee. Jeep, there's only one. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition product.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You need cooling, Vic.
Yeah.
Back to school, yeah. Oh, what a song. What a band.
Yeah.
Best sex song of all time?
Wanna give you my love. Dun. Want a whole lot of love.
Oh, you hear that? In your headphone? You hear that?
Yeah.
In your speakers? Yeah. It just went around the corner.
Yeah.
Imagine hearing a band like Led Zeppelin and then being like, I'm gonna make a band. They're gonna be better than Led Zeppelin, and then just coming up short every time.
Yep.
Losers. And then imagine there are people who think U2 is better than Led Zeppelin.
And most of those guys are
lunatics.
Yeah, well, Zeppelin aspires to greatness. Sometimes you fall short.
Something like that. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do, friends, by taking a look at the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the Daily Lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yes!
I'm going to have so much football tomorrow.
Finally, the money matters.
Yes. Today, we'll talk Major League Baseball. The Washington Nationals, Cade Cavalli goes for the Nats. Max Fried for the Yankees. Yankees minus 280.
You know how rare it is to have a Washington National pitcher with a winning record?
What is he, 2-1?
1-0.
1-0. You better.
Hey, there aren't too many of those
cherish
guys.
Cherish it.
He is the only winner on this roster.
Drew Rasmussen and the Rays take on Slade Ciccone and the Guardians. The Rays minus 165 road favorites. Joey Wentz and the Braves are minus 130 favorites against Ryan Mucho Gusto and the Miami Marlins. Yu Darvish goes for the Padres. Brian goes for the Mariners. The Mariners minus 145. Brian Bello goes for Boston today. Dietrich Enns, that's a made-up person. He goes for the Orioles. The Red Sox minus 145. Simeon Woods Richardson goes for Minnesota. Eric Lauer for the Blue Jays. Jays minus 190. Nolan McClain goes for the Mets. They are hosting the Phillies. Taijuan Walker pitching for Philadelphia. The Mets are minus 165 favorites. Nolan McClain's a rookie. And you may be thinking, well, the Phillies are way better than the Mets. They got a 5-game lead on them. Going back to last season, the Mets have beat the Phillies 9 straight times head-to-head.
Yeah.
9 in a row. And they've got a 5-game lead. This is the first of the 5 remaining games they have on their schedule. So if the Mets can just beat the Phillies every time they play them, even Stevens, there's a chance for the Mets.
So far, so good. You're the only one rooting for this.
I'm rooting hard for the Mets. Trust me. I don't even want to discuss how hard I'm rooting for the Mets. Ryan Nelson and the Diamondbacks go against the Brewers' Quinn Priester for Milwaukee. They're minus 145. Ryan Burgert, I love that name, Burgert. The word burglar, I think, is one of the greatest words in the English language. I like to think that the root of that word, burgle, I wish that we could use that word. Like, oh, I was burgled.
You can.
I know, but I think burglarized is the technical term. But
burgled is, you can still say that.
But no one does it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But it's such a great word.
There's nothing wrong with using it.
I don't want to be burgled.
No,
but it's
if you have the opportunity to say it.
If I ever was, you can damn well bet I was burgled, not burglarized.
If you were burgled, there was something inserted.
Aaron Savali going for the White Sox. Royals minus 130. Carmen Mlodzinski. Where in the world is Carmen Mlodzinski? He's in Pittsburgh. Well, actually, tonight he's in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. Sonny Gray.
Sucks, by the way.
Yes, he does. Going for the the Redbirds. Cardinals are minus 175. The Angels will go with Jack Kahanovich.
Who's the only pitcher worse than Mlodzinski.
The Rangers are going with a made-up person named Jacob Latz. L-A-T-Z.
Hey, he's got a 1-0 record, man.
Well, he's
on fire.
minus 160. Now, the Astros lost yesterday as minus 360 favorites.
Well, those Rockies, they're good, man.
Chase Dolander goes for the Rockies today against Fromber. The Astros today, only minus 310.
God, man.
So if you didn't lose enough money on the Astros yesterday, you get a chance to do it again today.
You feel like you got to dive back in, right?
I mean, can it happen twice in a row? I don't know. Nick Lodolo goes for the Reds. Shohei Ohtani takes the bump for the Dodgers tonight. Dodgers minus 205. Colin Ray and the Cubs against Carson Wisenhunt and the Giants. The Cubs minus 130. Casey Mize goes for the Tigers. Luis Morales for the A's. Tigers are minus 125. Lady basketball. The big game today. The Aces. That's a fine piece of ace.
Fuego, man.
They are on fire, but they are 3.5-point dogs against the Atlanta Dream. I might take the Aces. I might bet on the Aces today. Although it's not
$5.
Well, I gotta have. If I'm gonna watch a WNBA game, I gotta have some juice, baby. I need to have some skin in the game.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I wouldn't bet the over.
I'm gonna bet the price of whatever a green dildo on Amazon costs. I'm gonna bet that, and if I win, I'm chucking it. I am. If I lose, I'm chucking it.
I feel like you're chucking it regardless.
Yeah, you're
that's
probably
a whole
right.
Other
Win or
story.
lose, we chuck dildos. I don't know if that's
I'm not sure that's a verb, but
what
it could
rhyme?
be.
What rhymes with lose?
Booze?
Yeah, but we wouldn't. What can? We need something that can be a word for.
I'm not even stepping onto this landmine.
Win or flubber, we're throwing rubber. Huh?
Nah. It's a valiant attempt.
Right or wrong, we throw dong. Right? That's a good one.
You're rounding in on it.
We're getting close.
It's getting there.
I just don't see the whole stadium getting in on this.
I've been thinking, what if we did this at a men's basketball game? Just to show, we're not sexist. We would do this at any basketball game.
Throw a fleshlight?
Yeah,
throw what?
A fleshlight.
A fleshlight.
What would you throw at that?
I'll be honest, I don't know what that is.
Okay,
it's like a. It's an apparatus that you would use to.
Is it shaped like a flashlight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's a
Am
opening.
I inserting something
yeah,
in, or is it
yeah,
inserting in me?
Yeah, you put the batteries in.
Oh, am I putting anything else in this thing?
Yeah, you could put a lot of stuff in there.
It's one of them things.
One of them things. Yeah.
Not that I know what,
Yeah. Not that Vic has one.
Would you rather get caught at the door with one of those or one of those?
Hey, Blitz comes up at 2. We'll be back. We'll do it all again tomorrow on a Football Thursday.
Riding the work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville.